Yep.
All right. What's going on, my people? You already know what time it is when you hear the sound of my voice. That means it's time for another episode of the Pregame Podcast. I am your host, Wole, here with my extraordinary, incredibly dope co-host. I got Queen Cassie to my right, all black down, leather jacket.
My favorite color.
Oh, she got a Janet Jackson boots on. You know what I mean?
Go.
Rhythm Nation.
I
see you.
I'm just missing the hat.
Yup.
The
Got the
snapback.
I got it
shades
for you.
on.
The hat and the ponytail.
Right.
We good.
How you doing?
We good.
Already know I'm doing good. Feeling
I
good.
missed you. I missed you, man.
I miss you guys
I missed
too.
you.
I
You know
miss
what I mean? It's been a minute. It's been like 2 weeks.
Right.
To my left, as always, the other queen of this here pod, we got Queen Tia, aka Cheeks. Only I can call her Cheeks. Y'all niggas know this already.
They know it. They know.
How you doing, girl?
I'm good. I'm relaxed. I
You
missed
look
y'all
relaxed.
too. Yeah.
You was on a little vacation this week, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let the skin hang out all week
All week.
at the beach.
As you should.
My
Like-
kind of that's just my place. That's my.
Do you
happy
have a
place.
videographer that you bring with you when you go on vacation?
Girl.
Who is the? You got a
I
good
be
camera
setting
phone.
it up though. I just be signing it up anyway. Like I'll just.
Do you have a tripod that you bring with
No.
you?
I mean, I could. I have one, but I didn't take it.
You be the way that you
I
put
just be-
together these videos and
telling
photos
you.
on your story, bruh. Like, you make sure that the
Right.
fans
She be
see
having special
I gotta
effects
give
and
them
all
what they
that.
need.
No.
I gotta give them
I'm
what
like, okay,
they
girl. I
Your
know
face
that's
is
right.
always beat to perfection.
Mm-hmm.
You're never actually like in the water. Like,
I be in the water, but I'm not.
You don't
gonna
be
She's
in
not
the
gonna
water,
record
bro.
in the water like
I'm
that.
not gonna risk the phone.
You don't ever
Them
be in the
waves-
water,
Nah,
though.
I, be
I
in
never
the
risk my
water. There
phone.
be water on
You
my
be at-
body.
you be at
There
the
be
t-
water on my body, so you know I be in the water.
nah,
but
they
I'm
be
not
saying
bringing
on your
my
toes
phone.
sometimes.
This
Oh,
is if I had somebody to record though, you would see all that. But I'm
Word.
doing it myself, so I ain't bringing the phone in there. That's
Word.
extra.
Yeah,
How
you,
stupid
I mean,
would that look?
Yeah, I guess. But I'm happy that you're out here living your best life.
I'm trying. I really am.
Word. And then, of course, J. Poppy, Dominican Parks. He's the
Toxic
man
King.
who runs this ship. How you
Senior.
doing, sir?
I'm the Toxic King Senior now.
Yeah, you are. You
Ooh,
are. After
senior.
Thompson's showing last episode,
He
Respect.
graduated.
Yeah, I own that shit now. But it's all good, guys. It's good to see you guys again and do this all over. So,
Word.
really excited.
word.
Already know.
And our guest for this week, I'm actually gonna let her sister introduce her, yo.
Ooh.
Okay, so this is the little sis. She's in town.
Go.
From California by way of LA.
Okay.
She goes by Tommy. And she's here to grace us with her presence.
Okay.
That's good.
What does she do though? Like, were you gonna tell us what she do, or
Oh,
you
that's
just gonna
me. That's
turn it
me,
over to her? Why
Yeah.
don't we turn it over?
Yeah.
to
I'll turn it over to Tommy.
Turn it over to you.
How are you, Tommy? Thank you for coming. Thank you for being a guest.
Thank you for having me.
We are super blessed to have you here.
Yes, sir.
It's a big deal.
We all are.
It is a big deal.
It's a
I
big
was
Put the
deal.
mic up a little.
Major. Is that good?
Yeah, that's
yep.
for sure.
Yep.
Great.
So what's going on with you, man? What brings you back to little old Rhode Island?
Well, you know, this is home. I'm originally a prov girl. Can't
Hey.
forget that. Yeah, my ventures brought me to Cali, and that's fashion in all parts and art. I'm a fashion designer, celebrity stylist.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, you feel me?
Oh, yeah.
My brand's Controversy by Rev.
Okay.
Yeah, we doing it out here. You can find my shit at controversy.byrev.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
Definitely
man.
check that out. Damn it. Support black women. Support
already
black
know,
business.
yes.
Support
business.
Yeah, support
We need
entrepreneurs.
You hear it?
Solopreneurs, god damn it.
So,
Making it
We
happen.
are,
for sure.
hey, you
that's
got a
the
team?
new.
You
yeah,
got a team?
It's all me.
Oh,
Exactly.
like
There
I
we
said,
go. That's all you
need.
support
That's
solopreneurs.
Me, myself,
Damn
and
it.
I.
That's right.
Shoot.
That's
We are
right.
so
Trademark
gla-
that.
Oh no, that's a real term. I can't trademark it because somebody else came up with it. But you know what I mean? Like solopreneurs, you gotta support that.
Right.
We are happy to have you here. So we'll get started with check-in. I will go first. Josh and a couple of my other friends, like, they wrote me back into the wrestling world, y'all. And last
There's
weekend
been
was
a lot of shit that's
WrestleMania.
been happening though with wrestling.
It's been a lot
yeah.
happening with wrestling.
lot
They wrote
been
me back
happening.
in. They
Yeah.
wrote me back in
Why'd you leave?
because
It was his flair.
Vince McMahon ruined it for me. I got tired of like wrestlers that were amazing getting screwed all the time. I was tired of storylines supposed to go this way and they go fucking that. I got tired of it.
Yeah.
So I left wrestling. I started watching wrestling the year that John Cena, Randy Orton, and all those guys came in. I left around like 2005. So it's been a good 18 years since I've stopped watching every single week consistently. And this WrestleMania gave me hope because I've been watching bits and pieces. They had some amazing storylines that were going to get solved or finished on Saturday and Sunday. And for the most part,
From years ago. Right?
From the last year.
Okay.
Like a lot of the storylines that happened this past Mania was all from the last year. And it was in Hollywood. It was in Cali, West Coast shit, where Tommy's from. And for the most part, I'll say like, oh, well, where you just came from. I mean, you from here, but from where you reside now.
She's like, wait, nah.
She's like, nah, I'm East Coast. I'm East Coast.
It's me.
And so, for the most part, there was a bunch of matches that went the way that I expected. That went the way the fans wanted and expected, right? And then there was one that just, bro, the build-up, the marketing dollars that went into pushing this particular narrative for this particular wrestler, Cody Rhodes. Everybody, like, it's not even that we assumed. They made it seem, with all the dialogues leading up, that this nigga was going to win.
Right.
It seems guaranteed, yeah.
Yeah, and he didn't win.
No, he did not.
He got screwed. Just like they used to screw my nigga Stone Cold.
Right,
Just like they used to screw my nigga Mick Foley back in the day. He
So
got
you
screwed.
was all amped. What I'm hearing is that they played you.
They played all of
everybody.
us.
Just like 2005.
They played all of us, bro.
Walmart.
And then to pour salt into the wound, right? The Monday After Raw is usually one of the biggest non-pay-per-view events of the year, every single fucking year.
It's episode 1 of the season.
Yeah, yup. It starts all over again. And not only did Cody, like, he called out the dude that cheated because he only won because he cheated. Cousin came in. You know, the Rock's little cousins are the champs now. Well, one of the Rock's little cousins is the champ, like his blood cousin,
Yeah.
Roman Reigns. He's been the champ for almost fucking 3 years. It's fucking disgusting.
Almost 1,000 days,
Yeah.
yep.
Ridiculous. And his other two
Somebody
cousins,
whooped
the
this nigga's
Usos,
ass.
Rikishi's sons, rest in peace. They were the champs up until Saturday. They lost to
The Canadians.
Yes, the Canadian brothers, you know, KO and Sami Zayn.
Best
Which
friends.
the fans, yep, best friends since
yep.
childbirth, came up through the game together,
The
like blah blah
Indies,
blah,
yep.
whatever. And so, bruh, I'm just mad. I'm just mad, and I'm mad that I invested the last 3 months of my life watching, because Jay Poppy has another podcast about this shit, and I don't know how he does it. I don't.
Lucha Talk.
Providence Lucha. Shout out to Providence Lucha. I don't get how you can invest in something that you know is scripted that will literally rip your heart out every other week, bro. I just don't get it.
Well, you got to keep in mind, wrestling, pro wrestling, is basically a soap opera with
100%.
sport. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. So you're invested, like you said, in the story, in the build-up, in people actually putting their body on the line. Like, people do get hurt.
All the time.
Like the punches and certain
Shout out to
things.
Finn Balor taking the ladder to the fucking forehead.
And
The
getting
gash on-
6
the gash on his
stitches.
hand was like that big.
6 stitches right there. But it's all about the story, the hope, the prediction as fans that we hope that they deliver. But unfortunately, WWE just lack of creativity. And that's the sad part. I was with you. I was invested in the Cody story. I was tired of Roman Reigns being champion. But, you know, unfortunately, a person named Vince McMahon just changed the script on everybody and just continue on. And part of it, if you think about it, if you guys see Roman Reigns, he's really marketable. Like, every little girl, every woman, every guy wants to be like him. So it
He's
makes
like
sense.
wrestling's Jason Momoa.
Basically.
It's the best way to describe it for like somebody who doesn't know. They look
And during the
exactly
live show, they call him Jason Momoa. They call him Aquaman, like from like yelling at him, and he knows it because he does. He's
Yeah.
marketable.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, we got to see what happened. WWE was purchased by the parent company of UFC Endeavor. Vince McMahon is
Stupid
the
money.
chairman of Endeavor, and Tony Khan is the president of WWE. So it's going to be interesting to see the future of it. But again, WrestleMania this year was very disappointing. It's just
The end of it was.
the sad of it.
The end of it was. The main event was. The rest of it was really good.
The pros is Rhea winning the championship from Charlotte. Rey Mysterio finally whooping his son's ass.
Literally with a belt. Like spanking your son in the ring with a belt. That
100%.
was-
Not Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
How old is he now?
47.
Like, yeah, that's
And
crazy.
he's
He's
finally a
old as shit.
Hall of Famer too.
good.
Yeah.
That's
The
what's
murderer
up.
became a Hall of Famer.
Word.
I'm just happy for him.
Yeah.
Brock
used to
Lesnar
be
did what he had to do, destroy Black Man. I don't know. Everything seems okay till night 2, and that's the sad part.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they talk about dropping the ball. But like what pisses
Dropping
me
the
off, we'll still watch.
We'll still watch, but the thing is, because Vince supposedly taking over creativity again, it scared a lot of indies top like dollar players
Yep.
out of WWE to come to WWE.
Word.
They went to the competitor side because they heard Vince was taking over.
Yeah.
So we're hoping, you know, we're hoping for the best, but I'm not seeing.
Yeah, there's no need to be.
But I'm glad
optimistic.
you really invested it, though. I'm really proud of you for that.
I'm
man.
proud. Thank you for motivating me to get back into it.
Hey.
But I'm also mad. I'm just mad, yo. If I could,
They did their job, though. They got you invested.
They got me hooked for
Yeah,
sure.
that's
for
the
sure.
job.
For sure. Sorry, ladies. That was totally like wrestling nerd shit.
Nah, you're good.
But you got UFC tomorrow.
Oh hell yeah! And if Izzy loses, yo, Nigeria, man, that's gonna be tough. If he
That's a
catches
tough
the
one.
L. If he loses tomorrow, Israel Adesanya, I need you to hear this, bruh. Don't lose to this little Colombian nigga again.
By the time this airs, it's
Like a
already too
minute.
late.
Right.
If you,
No.
but shit, it'll be up before 8. But yo, if you lose to this dude again, you just gotta retire, bro. There ain't nothing else for you in the UFC. Go do anime, go do voiceovers, go act, like all that other shit you want to go do that, bruh. Because if both of the Nigerian champs lose their rematch after losing their belt in the span of a month, that's a bad hit for the green and white. It's a bad hit.
Tough night for Nigeria.
Yeah, it would be. It will
tough
be.
night.
It'll be
Tough.
another one. It'll be another one.
Yeah.
But anyway, Tia, how are you doing? What's your
How was
check?
your vacation, Tia?
Man, so vacation was fun. Vacation was super relaxing. It was
Cheeks
supposed
at
to
the
be
beach.
cheeks at the beach for sure.
Mm.
That's
I
a
love
whole
it.
hashtag on its own, right? That's
Right,
a
you should-
tagline.
yeah, definitely
Cheeks at the
hashtag
beach.
All these trademarks.
Y'all are silly.
Yo.
It was supposed to be work, right?
Mm.
Because again, I told you I got back into the bookkeeping, and like I have
Yes, you did.
my ex turned business, whatever. Like we're doing business now, so it was a little awkward because the man didn't bring no invoice in. He took this as just a vacation to chill.
Oh.
Part of the job I needed to do required that, so it was just like, all right, so it's a chill thing. Like I just kept my wallet, at the hotel room and had a great time. Like
I know that's
As
right.
you
It was just
should.
chilled. Like, but
As
I
you
tried to
should.
work. I thought it was gonna be productive, but it really wasn't.
You know he ain't gonna invite you to go work in a
Yeah.
state where there's
He wants a
beaches.
little pleasure with that business. Like,
No. There was
Oh,
no
no, I'm
pleasure.
just joking.
Yeah, there was no pleasure of any kind. He's in a relationship,
Tequila
and
is strong right now.
he's an ex. But nah, it was straight. It was just we did so him and his partners are thinking about investing in the club. So the other part of this vacation was to go do kind of like an undercover thing, hit up the club, pretend like I'm looking to work in it, find out how it is because it's a strip club.
Yeah.
So we did that, and that was fun. Like I met a dope ass bartender, and the girls was cool, and we just kicked it at the bar and was asking a bunch of questions, and it turned out to be a pretty nice club. So hopefully their business there will go well. They'll move forward with it, but all of that depended on what I could get from getting the inside scoop on things. So that part of it was successful. Like we did accomplish that, but the rest of it was just super chill. Like, and I just love that area, and any opportunity to be at the beach anyway. So
you were in Miami, right?
yeah, no, Hollywood, which is not far,
Hollywood,
like Fort
yeah,
Lauderdale
that's like
area
20
right
minutes,
there.
yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It's not that far at all, but
Love
it's
that.
just cool. It's not like it's family friendly. That's when me and the kids I was just there for my birthday, so now I was back. But this time no kids, so I wasn't complaining at all. Like it was straight.
Chilling.
Yeah, it was straight.
You definitely have this glow on you. Like,
She does.
That big,
Hey,
like,
you know
post
what?
vacation
That's-
glow.
that's-
at the
yeah.
end.
That's great because I came back to like just weird vibes, stress, kind of like stressful situations. Sometimes you got to put fires out. So like,
I feel
I'm glad
that.
that I still have. At this point, I'm already ready for another vacation. Like I came back and I was just like,
Girl,
why am I
part.
here?
It always is like that.
Why am I
part.
here?
It's always like that every time.
So a lot of, but you know me, I'm trying to get into all wins and that whole thing like we talked about. I'm trying to get into the record labels, figure out. So I reached out to someone who is in desperate need of some sort of assistant, and I don't know what they need, but I'm like, yo, you need the help. What do you need?
Right.
I just put the message out there. So she responded and she's like, well, what do you do? And that's hard for me to answer because I worked in so many different industries. I'm capable of doing whatever you need.
Right.
What is the need? And if
Multi-purpose
I don't
over
know,
here.
I will figure it out and do that for you.
You're a problem solver.
For
Right.
sure.
100%.
So I tried to explain that as best as I could, and we'll see what happens with that. But it's going to require me to be on the West Coast, I think, at some point. And at this point, I'm just like,
You got contacts there.
Hey.
You're building a
this-
relationship.
This works
We're
out great. We
connecting
were
the
already
bridges.
in I had hit up your sister like, what was that, like 2 months ago?
Oh yeah.
When we figured out that you guys are sisters, and I was
Yeah,
like, yo,
yeah.
we're gonna have to make this happen. Like, how do we connect? You know what I mean?
Right.
So here it is. But yeah, the vacation was straight, and I'm in a weird space. Like, I don't know what's next. I have the cleaning business, and I do have to put time into that. Now I'm doing bookkeeping, and that takes a little bit of time. So it's just like figuring out, like, what is my goal here?
Right.
So I have a speaking engagement at a high school because they're like,
That's dope.
Okay.
yo,
That's
Right.
fire. No, that's fire.
Public
Check you
figure.
out. Doing the assembly.
Just trying to do all of it because
Headlining
they
the
had
assembly.
so what they it's a charter school in Providence. It's fairly new, and they had a culture night, and the seniors, it was a senior who put it on. That was like her project for the year, and it was a dope turnout. A lot of people there, a lot of different foods. Like, it was great. But I had an opportunity to talk to someone who's acting as like a guidance counselor, security, whatever they need. He's like an all hands on deck guy, community guy, and he was just like, once we talked for like an hour, and he was like, you need to come back. Like, they need you like they need me. They need more people that look like us. They need people that are
Facts.
motivated,
Yep.
people that understand them, their struggles,
Right.
just people they can connect with. And you need to be able to speak life into them. Like, you don't have to
That's
have all the
powerful.
answers, but sometimes people just need somebody to invest in them. So he's like, come back and just do it.
That's
Do it again.
So that same night I was on fire. I created a whole lesson plan. Like, I've got it all figured out. I'm ready.
Limitless.
What's the class
ready.
though? What
I'm-
class is it?
So I figured, right, because a lot of the times people don't realize, they have an idea of what success is, especially at that age. And the problem is, like, you don't realize the preparation that has to come with the opportunity.
Right.
Like, and just that whole thing. So I just came up with a whole lesson plan based on that.
Right.
And I got some activities I'd like them
That's
to do.
definitely
I'm
well
just gonna
needed. You know how many
like,
kids need guidance right
Yeah.
now? Like,
for sure.
especially when it comes to
At-
career wise.
They say that saying, like, be the person you needed when you were that age.
Yep.
Bro.
Yep.
I
Right.
was so, if I go back to 17 and you was there, like, I needed people. I needed people. So
We all did.
yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to speak and give back, even if you help one person, even
That's
if
the
I would
one.
love to
Yeah.
do something like that again.
Then-
I haven't done anything with kids since AmeriCorps.
then we will. I'm gonna connect you to this person.
Oh,
just
okay,
like that.
that'd
Like,
be
'cause
banging.
it's-
Look at y'all.
Yeah.
Give it back to the
Yeah.
kids.
Right.
Are we doing like a
definitely.
mastermind type of shit right now? Are we gonna write this
Mine,
off
right.
on our taxes? Like, what's,
Well,
like what?
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Good shit. Good shit.
Love
you
it.
Want,
I'm
you want to go
loving it.
next, or you want to go? What's going on with you?
Tell us.
Cassie
Guys.
K.
How many
Fill us
vampire did you
in.
slay today?
I know, Buffy.
Vampires. It's crazy. I don't know if you're like, I don't know, but I'm watching the originals right now on
That's
Netflix. Have you guys
crazy,
seen
right?
it?
Don't know
Not
what
the
that is.
originals, but I was so hooked on Vampire Diaries. So, like,
Girl,
I didn't even
the
get to the originals yet.
is lit. You'll
Is
love
it?
it.
Okay.
Like,
Have you
What's it
seen
about?
it, Jay
Vampires?
Poppy?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's about vampires.
Oh yeah, they're the original vampires. They're like 1,000 years old. They can't be
Storylines are
killed.
crazy.
They're the only vampires that can't be killed, but they can kill like anyone and anything. You know what I mean? But they can later on in the series they can be killed certain
Remember we used
ways.
to watch True Blood?
It's a little dark. It's a little dark.
You did.
But-
I don't feel
No.
it.
I
It's
used to watch
dope
that.
as fuck.
Okay.
It's dope.
I will
Yeah,
take
it's
True
your
real
word
dope.
for it.
I don't think it's as good
You
as
got to get
that.
through the first 2 episodes of season 1. After that, you're good.
Okay.
All right,
But so yeah, so I don't know. I just been like
Break
focused
any
on.
hearts this week?
Listen, I'm a little bit all over the place. I ain't gonna lie, but we ain't even gonna go into that.
We don't got to.
We're not gonna go into my. But no, I just been working.
nice.
School's been kind of kicking my ass. I feel like I say that every week,
Yeah.
but you know what?
But
I'm gonna
you're
win the war.
doing it. We're so
ultimately,
proud of you. Yeah,
I'm gonna win the
right.
war.
How much
doing
longer
it,
do you
exactly.
have for school?
Till like the middle of May.
Right, you're almost
And then
done.
you're done.
No.
Oh,
not
then
done.
just
The
semester's
semester's
over,
done.
and then you
Yeah.
run it back next year.
Listen, I wanted to take another class over the summer, but the amount of like dedication and everything you need, like I got too much shit going on in my life. Like I got,
need
you know
that
what I mean,
break.
work,
Yeah,
and
we need
I
that
have to take
rest.
care of my
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, and then, you know, I got my own personal things that I got going on.
These niggas.
No.
These men.
Definitely not.
You got bloodsuckers, man?
You probably
Yeah.
curve like 4 dudes a week, bro.
No.
Just curved one on the way here.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's go,
Tommy, don't
Tommy.
even do
Let's
it.
go.
No.
Let's go.
Don't dap him up.
Let's
Don't
go.
amp him.
Let's go.
And don't
Let's
dap
go.
him. Don't
Let's
dap him
go.
up. Definitely not.
Absolutely.
Definitely
Because you be
not.
out here capping, bro. That's why you never wear hats. But that's not
I
my
can't.
business.
Done.
Anyways.
The tequila is stronger. Oh shit.
What's in this?
Anyways.
It didn't even hit me yet. I'm still sober.
Yeah,
That's
so that's it. I'm planning on going traveling.
I've
at
been
the
waiting
end
for
of the
this
month.
spot. Like, where you going?
Right, because he's always going somewhere.
You know how you went back to Florida?
Yeah.
You
I'm going back to Jamaica.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
She met. Didn't I tell you she met somebody
In
out
the
there?
hills.
I told you.
I did not.
Yes, you
I did
did.
not, guys.
You were just there last month. You going
so,
right back?
Not last month. 2 months ago.
February, bro. It's barely April.
Right.
You was just there the end of
Technically,
February.
Listen,
it was
I've
not
been
too
planning
much.
to go back
That's a
ever
fact.
since I came back.
Listen,
Like,
listen.
It was
Yo,
that lit. No,
that's
no,
fine.
from your stories, it was that lit. So, like,
it was lit.
seems
And I love
lit.
Jamaica. Jamaica's one of those countries where it's just amazing. Like the
Yeah.
culture, the people, the food, the music.
You went
the
to Bob
vibes.
Marley's house. Like
Huh?
you
You
went to
going at the
Bob
end of
Marley's
this month?
house, so I would understand wanting to go
Yeah,
back.
it's a
Right.
beautiful. Like people go there and get inspired. Like you know, their culture's
That's
so
a fact.
rich.
That's a
It's
fact.
like a really rich culture there. Like
Word.
it's banging. It's beautiful. The most beautiful country I've ever seen.
So when are you
But-
going back?
Except for the Dominican Republic.
When are you going back?
April
You know,
28th. So
Oh, you're
I'm-
going this month.
This month,
Mhm,
April 20th, the very last weekend of the month, on Friday.
For
I
a
won't
week?
be here. 6 days. So
Got
almost.
it.
a
You
week.
going with your girls again, or
Yeah, I'm going with 2
Damn,
other girls.
She didn't
Okay.
invite me, though.
Yeah.
Me neither, but
Girl,
nor
bye.
I.
Right.
that's okay.
This is a very short notice
You got your
for
own
me.
trip going on
Where
in
you
June.
going?
So.
Okay, we're not talking about that.
This
Right,
girl
right.
be all over the world. Let me
Right.
tell you.
Yeah.
What?
so
Oh,
why don't we
Over the world.
Tommy,
Yeah.
Right.
check in?
We
How
gotta
you
check
doing?
it right in.
Let's go,
chilling.
Tommy.
I'm chilling. What you want to know?
I mean, your check-in is really
Check-in
just
for
like
the week.
a highlight from your week, something that you feel comfortable sharing with the
Facts,
listeners.
facts.
Okay, well, we out here. I'm only out here until like Monday, so
Oh.
we do a little
short.
pop-up here to, spend time with family, obviously with sister, fam. My other sister that's in St. Martin, she actually came at the same time as me, so we both was able to. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, you gotta stay close to
put
the
the,
mic.
I'm like
put
talking
the
to
mic
y'all.
up, Tomika.
All right, how's this?
That's good.
That's good.
That's
Yeah.
good. Just
You
stay
gotta
there.
get
'cause
there.
You can't be like that. Cause
I'm like an active speaker.
One
But anyway.
day we'll have the budget for wireless mics.
Like-
Until then, we gotta.
My headset. But yeah,
Is that what they're doing in LA? We gotta keep both.
That's hilarious.
I'm just kidding. But all right, so yeah, so I've been living in London with Bay. She works for Bridgerton.
Bridgerton.
Yeah, as a writer, and
That's fire.
yeah, so they was on set for like 3 months. I was out there living my best life. Went from London to Paris to Amsterdam. I mean, yeah, we just traveled. But I think we traveled like 14 countries in the span of like 4 months.
My jaw dropped. I couldn't
That's
pick it
wild.
up. Like,
I
that's
wish.
so
I
fire.
fucking wish. Like,
It was
Must be
beautiful.
nice.
It was really beautiful.
That's
So
dope.
and all in Europe.
Blessed. Everything in Europe. Yeah.
How's the food out there, yo? Who had out of the 14 countries, which country had the best
The
food?
thing is, I was in London, but I knew that
They can't
there's
cook.
mostly Jamaicans and Nigerians
In London. Yeah.
In
So
terms
I
of
was like-
their
and Indians.
cultured people?
Yeah,
cultured
so I'm
people?
like, I'm not gonna go to London and try to eat London food. I don't even know what that really is. It's like
English
It's like
food, yeah.
beans with a sauce and like
It's
a tomato.
potato bread. That's all they
Yeah.
have.
So you went to like Nigerian, Jamaican restaurants out there?
Yeah,
And Indian restaurants?
Yeah,
They got a Popeye
South
now.
African.
They got a Popeyes in the UK?
I don't eat
Yeah.
fast food like that though.
Oh,
yeah,
all right,
I
fine.
mean,
All right.
I
That's
feel
a
you
guilty
on that.
pleasure from the past.
I just saw a reaction.
Although the KFC in Jamaica, I heard is lit. Like
That's probably jerk chicken.
Right.
I
They
would-
probably make that. They make that shit right there.
Yeah.
Right.
They cut the chicken set
Yeah.
up. You
I was
see the
about
bitches
to
hanging
say
out.
the
Yo, I heard it's
I was
bomb.
thinking of the
Like,
same thing. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to Jamaica just for the KFC. now.
Oh God, no!
Yo, let me get the
for the
Let me get the
Please
extra.
don't, please.
Man, let me get the extra crispy.
Yeah,
You better
man.
not.
That's American bread. You gotta go to Jamaica for something Jamaican.
Yeah.
Some oxtail or something.
Okay.
Yo, if they have
rice and
oxtail on the
peas.
menu at the KFC, that's
If they
crazy.
have rice and peas on
And
the
it's
menu
not at market price because
Some
it's from
plantains.
there. They got the ox there that they, you know what I mean?
instead of potato wedges, it's plantains.
Hell yeah. All
Okay.
day.
Right.
All day.
They gotta keep it cultured.
You're
So
talking to my
the
spirit.
best food that you had on that 14 country journey was Jamaican and
Oh, Caribbean food. This place called
and
Black
what's
and White in Brixton, London.
Is that Leon Edwards' mom's restaurant? Leon Edwards,
Is he
the Jamaican,
Jamaican?
he's the Jamaican UFC fighter. He's the champion.
Oh, I wouldn't know, but
I
it
gotta
could
look
be.
at his mom has a Jamaican restaurant. I think it might be. I gotta look that up. But that's fire. So it's called Black and White.
Yeah, they got some nice fried fish.
Ooh, okay.
Spicy, yo.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not
That's
playing
what's
with
up.
it.
I'm
yeah.
way
Okay.
too hungry for this.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
my bad.
Right. So the food was hitting, but the culture was even better, you know.
In the UK?
They celebrate their Black History Month in October. So
Okay.
they got
Interesting.
They got 31 days.
I love that.
Nice.
And we got 28 over
Okay.
here.
Yeah, we got
you
the
know we
shortest month.
American.
Yeah.
Give them niggas.
Yep.
the rest.
Yep.
Right. But yeah, so I was able to experience a lot of art exhibits surrounding Black artists and just Black culture, Black art, African,
Loving it.
African history. So that was awesome. It's very historic, and it's like you just being there is just like, you know, kind of daunting because you learn about it in life, you know, and it's just something that's far away from me.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah, but yes, it seems like you want to say something.
No. I don't. I'm listening. I'm good. I'm just listening.
No, you're just doing your check-in.
Right.
Yeah, this is still you.
That's it.
Anything else you want to share before we
Anything
let
else happen
J.
this
Poppy
week or
close us out?
anything?
Okay. Oh yeah. Actually, thank you for reminding me, Cass. I just finished up Fashion Week in LA. Just finished up, and I was
On a panel.
given the opportunity
I
to
was
speak
sharing
on
that
my
shit.
first panel. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow.
Yes.
Speak of my first panel, and I was able to speak about, you know, my life as a industry professional in celebrity styling and what that is in the music industry and how that might look like and how that, you know, life is.
Oh yeah, we gonna get
we
to
gonna
it.
tap in.
Awesome. Thank you for sharing.
Until next time.
J. Poppy,
Poppy.
your check in, sir.
I'm not gonna derail the train or anything, but
That sounds like he's
He always
Derail
does.
away.
Every
Probably,
Friday
right?
he does
About to
it.
say some wild
He's about to
shit.
say some other shit, and we're gonna be somewhere else.
I'm here for
Like
it. I'm
every
so ready.
time with him, I never know what goes on in that Libra mind. Like
He said, "I'm not gonna derail the train."
I'm not gonna
anything.
derail the train. man.
Anytime a brother look in his cup as he about to say some wild shit.
Right.
I was
What's
like,
up,
wait a
man?
minute,
No,
let me
no,
brace
how you been,
myself.
I'm
King?
gonna be in my best behavior. No, I'm not gonna do that. But
Already capping. I don't even know you.
I'm trying, Tommy. I'm trying. No, all I gotta say is, as you guys know, I've been in this rabbit hole of trash TV. My current
it's not
thing,
the rabbit hole.
yeah, it's a rabbit hole. Love is Blind season 4.
Oh my god.
You finished
Finished
it?
it?
No, the last
Just
4 episode
starting.
came out today.
I can't.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, I
I'm
hate
gonna
that
watch
they
it
do that now.
tomorrow, so nobody's gonna be able to ruin it for me. But
Right.
the best thing about this season is that we have 2 beautiful people of our color. You know what I'm saying? Kings and queen,
Yeah.
showing what true love is. You know what I'm saying?
I know. You're
I like that
talking
relationship.
We have one
I only
dude.
watched 2 episodes, but
We
I
have
know.
one dude who went through the struggle, had nothing, and now he's like the director of creativity at Nike's for shoes.
Oh, nice.
Dope.
Wow.
Love that.
And then we have this beautiful queen who's just been through a lot of bullshit, and she finally got to meet this king on the other side of a wall. And the storyline is so beautiful. And the funny part about it is that the night that he was really going to propose to her, she was sleeping on the couch.
Oh yeah, remember that?
He was like, I'm
she
done.
And he was heated.
I'm over.
Yeah,
This is it.
She knocked like.
I mean,
And
you
he's
gotta
just like-
commit to.
But no, what it was like,
Boring.
one, they were drinking and she was drinking in the ponds. But like when you get deep in conversation
Yeah.
and you're like hearing all these nice things, I just feel like she had a comfort level
Yo.
that put her
talk
straight
couch
to
had-
sleep. Yeah,
Yo,
it
she-
put her straight to sleep.
Straight to
Like,
She was on the
And he was so
pillow. She
offended
had
by
the
it.
blanket, and she just like.
You gotta be super.
I was like,
comfortable
damn,
with
girl,
a
don't mess
person
it up. No.
Yeah.
Wake up,
Lose
wake
your-
up.
That was me watching it.
Get
Get your ass
No. That was my reaction too. Is like, yo, girl, you better not fuck this up.
Don't
You better.
fuck this shit up. Like,
But
please.
luckily, he's a nice dude, and like when they met in person.
oh, I know. He's so great.
My
yeah.
God, and I'm only hoping like these final 4 episodes, like they're one of the. I only have 3 couples that I'm predicting that are going to say I do, and they're one of them. They have to.
3 out of 5, right? There's 5 of them.
There's 5, but
Wait,
3
but-
out of 5. I'm hoping them say I do on the altar.
But wasn't there a guy that like was able to come back and like he was like, "Yo, you're my nigga."
Ooh, you're
but
talking about the
be
cliffhanger.
like, Mr.
Yo!
Mr. See a bitch.
Okay, I gotta
Is
make
that
a
this season
PSA
or
real
what
quick on the
season is that?
podcast.
Don't do it.
Not all Josh are that toxic, okay? Like we
that
don't
guy's
fuck.
name is Josh.
His
That-
name is Josh. So
He's Josh, and
Yo.
he's
you gotta answer to
messy.
Josh.
Is
He's-
it this season?
Huh? In this season.
Oh, okay.
Did you saw
nah.
the last?
That's the couple.
I've
that
only
you're
watched like
talking
3
about.
episodes.
I gotta
Okay.
follow up. I'm only
not
on
even
2,
So
so I
you
gotta
know
watch.
about Jackie, right?
Yeah.
Jackie. Which one is Jackie again?
The skinny girl, Latina.
The blonde? Oh, no, the Latina. Oh, yeah, yeah,
Latina.
yeah.
She had two dudes, right?
Yeah.
Green eyes was Stephen Curry wannabe.
Oh,
And then there was
yeah,
Josh.
Yeah.
Josh later on, he comes back and he's messy. He's trying to like ruin things.
Steal her back.
Oh, girl, you better watch this. Yo.
I didn't even know they let them back. Oh, shoot.
You need to watch this.
Dang,
Yo.
it's
Josh
juicy.
got the
I gotta
tea.
keep going because it's
No,
getting a
this-
little corny.
Girl, listen.
Listen,
The pause was perfect.
I know.
He said,
out of
We gonna run that back.
yo, the thing for me is like you guys heard me complain about how like the representation has always been really weak.
"Oh
on
my
these-
God, the black folks that they get on these shows are terrible."
Exactly. We really have one strong couple. We have a solid black dude, but the girl is not really receptive.
I hope you're not talking about Kwame.
Is it Kwame and the other and the
Kwame's
blonde
a
girl?
bitch. I fuck
Yeah.
him.
I wasn't feeling him anyway.
I haven't gotten there
Yeah.
yet, but I don't see them
Kwame's a-
working out. No, I never saw
Yeah.
it.
Well, you seen the Toxic Twins, right?
The Toxic Twins.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah. The,
Yep.
yeah,
You know them.
Yeah.
So like that right there already impact his mind, and he
Right.
has a good girl, but like when they're living together, you see like he's kind of like second
Right.
thing. You know, it's weird.
Right.
So he's a bitch in my eye. But the other dude,
hands on
green
sight,
eye,
Kwame.
Stephen Curry looking like. Wait, what?
He said it's you're gonna get these hands on sight.
Yo,
You and Kwame.
I don't know. He's Nigerian, so I don't know if I could be.
Kwame is Nigerian. Oh, I thought he was
know.
Ghanaian. So he's.
The niggas.
Maybe he is. I don't know.
I thought he looked Ghanaian to me, but I didn't know.
I don't know, but
His nose is Ghanaian.
Oh man, don't do that.
I don't know the
Wole.
nose
We
test.
already get enough.
Do not do that.
We gotta stick together, y'all.
Did you watch the whole season?
I didn't watch any of it. I don't
Oh,
know.
This
okay.
is a good one to watch.
No,
They sucked me in, bruh.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. 'cause-
Never
Kwame
a
does
fan.
have a prominent nose,
me
but
know
I don't know
people's
where the
names.
nose is
What
from.
the fuck is a prominent nose? What are you talking about?
Exhibit A.
Oh!
Wait, first of all, it wasn't a rose thing. Yeah, you didn't even like.
You have the
You
same
didn't even define
nose.
what the
Yo.
nose was. It could have been good.
I said it was prominent, not like
Prominent
it was
like
like
a
Hand
good
dunk.
nose.
No
it's a good sized
hesitation.
nose, like you know what I mean.
I
But
thought it was
that,
off
like
the
a-
backboard,
like a good
she-
nose.
Nah, she dunked on me, but she got the same nose.
I do.
Mine is just the extra large and hers is a medium. That's the only difference.
Hey, yo, this is
you got a
funny.
medium, I got an extra large.
I know, I got that
Mine
same
is
nose.
medium, yeah. Mine
Yeah,
is
you got a little
smaller.
medium, I got an extra large. Don't
I
be
can't
trying
lie. I
to
low key
I
wanted a
wasn't
nose
even
job
trying
back
to
in the day.
roast.
I
This is
did. I wanted a
hilarious.
nose job. I ain't gone front.
For what? You got a nice
No, my
nose.
nose like gets wide like when
It's
I
Gets
laugh.
wide.
It's
When I
cute.
laugh
But
and
you know
smile,
why? You
it's
know why
cute.
it clutched my heart? Because you went to a fucking prominent white all-girls school, yo.
Yeah.
So like that's just one of them things that I
Word.
know that don't come from like self-love and the importance. That comes
Because
from
you went to
fucking
classical.
everything you're around. I went to classical. It was
Well,
a mountain
it
pop.
wasn't an
was-
all-girls school. No.
I thought you went to Bayview.
No, I went to
Oh.
St. Ray's.
Oh, I
St.
don't know where
Ray's.
I
Yeah.
got that from.
No, I went to Catholic school, but it wasn't
It was
all
St.
girls.
Ray's,
It was
okay.
Yeah, there
but-
was,
But either
man.
way,
I don't think she
that
could
comes
last
from-
at an
No.
all-girls
Blessed
school.
Sacrament School was way more strict than
Ooh.
any other
No,
Catholic school I've ever been. Well, I've only
Was
been
it
to
more
3 schools.
white,
You guys
not
already know
strict?
that, but no, Blessed Sacrament was the strictest like
Strict
Catholic
and white.
school.
Well-
We grew up there. Like
I
I
know.
went to Blessed Sacrament from
We had
preschool
the time where
to
the
8th
nuns
grade.
were like hit
Yeah.
your
That's
fingers
it.
on the.
Your colors was blue, right? Your uniforms was blue.
blue plaid.
I still got
Very
that shirt. I
strict,
was thinking
no
about wearing it
like
today.
nail polish, no nothing.
Ew.
You know what I mean? Like you have to
Yo.
like it's very strict. We go to church all the time.
Yeah.
We have to like confess
know.
during confession. You have to confess like even
Oh,
in like
Happy Good
Oh, they
Friday.
were
first and
wildin'.
second grade.
I
Like
know.
first
I
and
was
second
always
grade.
suspended.
Like at 6 and 7 years old.
I would be
Dead
too.
ass. You
Tommy,
gotta
the
learn
principal,
the
just
act
shaking
of
and be like,
contrition.
hey.
Nice
What-
to see you
what-
again.
what happened this time?
Crazy. And it's just
Up
you
to
and the
no
priest,
good.
and you're only 7. You're confessing
The
your sins
priest?
at like 7 years old. Like it's crazy.
I
Like,
mean, yeah. I mean, that's
like what are you gonna say at 7 years old? But it's very old school
Yep.
you know,
nowadays
Roman Catholic.
you're able to do a
Speaking
lot
of- You know what
more
I'm saying?
at 7 years
But
old.
yeah. No, it's true. Like
Okay.
growing up in an all white, predominantly white school, you do have like, you know what I mean? Like it was a lot I went through like growing up. I'm not even gonna lie.
The
Like,
struggle is
I
real.
hated the way I looked because I was around all white.
But you're
you know what
beautiful.
I mean?
Though. You're beautiful.
I did when I was growing up. As a kid, I remember wishing to be white. And
What?
Yeah.
no.
They did that to you?
I mean, they did that to a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
I
My
know,
mom,
like,
she wanted us to have like a good education, but she didn't know that we needed to be around like other kids that look like us.
So
You get what I'm
Blessed
saying?
Sacrament didn't have a lot of colored students?
No,
we had
not
like
at all.
4. I remember I was able
Not
Blessed
at all.
Sacrament's the one that's on Academy,
Academy
right?
Avenue, yeah.
And
Maybe
there was
it's
the
more
church.
diverse now. But
Wow. Why didn't
That
y'all go to
is-
Bishop McVinney or...
all of our cousins
Holy
went
Ghost.
there. Every Liberian kid I know went to Bishop McVinney, except for us.
Or my school, St. Mary's.
St.
St. Mary's
Where was
Providence.
St. Mary's?
Huh? It's on Barton Street. You know
Where's
where
Barton Street?
you know if you go down shit. It's in Broadway. It's in Broadway. But
Like
it's
the
across
West
from
End?
Bridgham, where Bridgham Middle School used to be.
Oh,
That building
really?
right across. That was St. Mary's before it became I think it's times 2 elementary school now.
Oh, I didn't.
But that's where I
idea.
went.
Yeah.
Danielle Gould. I went with Matt, Joyce Wise, Juanita
Oh
King.
yeah, I know all of them.
I went.
Yeah,
They're all your Liberian cousins.
Right,
They were
right.
in my class.
Right.
That's gangbusters.
We lived
yo.
right off of Chalkstone Avenue, and my mom brought us right to right there,
Right
Chalkstone
there.
Academy.
That makes sense.
Right there.
I know
It makes
Matt
sense.
does
That
from
makes
there,
sense.
It makes sense.
So
I
we
mean,
went
that part.
we were the only ones that went to Blessed Sacrament, like, and it was
But
all white.
It was all white, but after like maybe middle school, we was able to like get a couple here and there because the public school started shutting down.
Yep.
Yep. And then you get
And-
sprinkles and niggas.
Right.
Right.
Okay. The
Right.
sprinkle nigga here.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
chocolate
sprinkle nigga
sprinkles, Jimmy's.
Word.
Here. Little
Jimmy there.
chimneys.
Yeah.
Little
Chocolate
Jimmy's.
chimneys.
Damn.
That conversation kind of confirmed, like, I remember having to choose between the 2 schools on the east side, like 2 public schools for my kids' elementary school, and I chose the more diverse ones. And when you're making that decision for kindergarten, the only information that's there is like test scores,
That's all they
diversity, blah 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 blah. Like it's not a lot of information. And if I knew better, I would have went and like toured or whatever. But like, I chose the school that was more diverse, even though it had a lower score as far as like testing, because I know that for
It's
me, if I
important,
make
yeah.
the time to like invest in my kids and teach them and bring them up right and make sure they're on top of it, they'll be fine.
Talk that.
Elementary,
it
is
doesn't
for
matter
fundamentals.
what school you go to. It really does.
For elementary, it's fundamentals. I don't want them to be distracted or like whatever, but like I just felt like it was gonna be mad cliquey. I didn't want them to feel inferior. I didn't want them to start developing that weird shit. So I sent them to the more diverse school. But like hearing you guys say the way you felt about yourselves and like
no,
that
it's
type
true. Yeah, it's
Yo,
very true.
Yeah.
I'm
No, I
glad
never
that I was
felt
like,
any type
nah.
of way.
When you're older and you can
Confirmation.
handle
I
that,
love
go
it.
ahead. I can send you
Right.
anywhere because you know who you are by then. You know what I
Right.
mean? These things are already going to be drilled into you. But at that age, in elementary, hell no. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
it
I
was
feel
tough
bad.
being
Yeah.
around a lot of
Yeah, I
white.
believe
and
it.
It was
I
tough.
didn't realize until maybe like high school, college, like,
Yeah.
you know, because I had a group of white friends, these white mean girls. I was one of them.
Hey.
But I also, you know what I'm saying, I was a very interesting person. Like, I just made time for everybody in my class. We all stayed in the same school from like
We all grew up together,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, so I
sure.
had my
Yeah.
chance to be a best friend with everybody, you know?
Yeah.
So
Right.
I kind of was like acclimated to the entire, but I just went where I felt right. But it wasn't because I felt inferior or whatever the case is. I learned, like, looking back, you know, on the outside in from a future standpoint of my younger self, that, you know, like, we all were trying to find some validation, and we were just the most charismatic to be able to let our voices known. But you
Right,
know,
right.
whenever any second came for them to turn on me and show their white asses,
Oh.
you know,
In a heartbeat.
it
No
definitely
hesitation.
happened, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
She did it. Like,
right. Oh, you snitching now? I thought you told me not to snitch.
Yeah.
Okay, like, you know, okay. So
I feel you,
yeah,
girl.
yeah,
That's
man,
wild.
you learn young.
Yeah.
Word. J Poppy, you
Oh,
wanna wrap
yeah.
up your check-in?
Oh
big
wait,
fella?
I'm sorry.
no.
Sorry.
You're good.
I also found that, because I went to John Hope for camp, you know what I'm saying? I also found that Black Americans would roast me just as equal as white
Right.
people. Actually, less.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
we
more.
can talk about that. Yeah.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
is
Like,
true.
way more. Like, I was, what,
Dirty dozen.
bullied
There's
dirty.
not a lot of what's the word?
exposure.
Nah, that's just
influence.
Right, like togetherness, unison,
Yeah.
like whatever it is. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Fellowship. Yeah.
It's-
with,
yeah,
right with Black Americans and
Doggy dog
African and
world.
actual Africans. Like it's weird in this country.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, and I can only say
And then
this
you know
country
what
because
they
I don't
blame?
travel
You know
to
the Black
other.
Americans, they blame the Africans for not accepting them. But I'm like, Black Americans, you guys never accepted Africans.
No.
Never.
That's tough.
As,
From day
as
one.
a black
New
as
word.
a Black
Right.
American, I know
Exhibit
for a
A,
fact.
African booty scratcher.
Exactly.
Right,
Back in
for
Blue
sure.
Scratch,
First
yeah.
grade,
Exactly.
St. Mary's. I'm like,
When it became
Zaboomafoo.
trendy to be
Yeah.
African, like, you
Yeah,
know how it's
violent.
trendy now to be African? Like, this was, like, you
Not
would
a
never
thing.
see this.
Never think of it.
I mean,
Never.
we scratch, we clawed, we
Yo.
earn this shit.
It took too long for African music to cross over.
Yeah.
And African
You know what I
movies
mean?
to
It
be
should
on
have crossed
Netflix.
over when reggae
Yeah,
music crossed
true.
over, but it took way too long.
I grew
Listen.
up on all dancehall, and it wasn't Afrobeats didn't become popular until like I don't know.
It's only like a
recently.
7-year
Right.
thing.
Yo!
If that.
Yeah,
If
it's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, it's not even
2015.
a decade.
If that.
Dead
yeah,
ass.
like
And
2015.
it's like
And I probably
mostly
only got
P-Square
exposed
was
'cause I
the
was
one that
dating
pulled-
Africans.
Yo,
Yeah,
they
word.
were the trailblazers,
Yeah.
really.
Yeah.
P-Square, then
Yeah,
It's
for
like-
sure.
It's like
Very
the
new.
T-Pain.
It's
to-
crazy, but
Yeah.
that's the topic for another
But-
day.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, but
Right.
to close my and I love this conversation too. Like, Tommy, don't feel shame of cutting me. I love your energy. It's
Thank you
beautiful.
for validating.
But I'm hoping by the next episode we could talk about Love Is Blind season 4.
I'm
as
gonna
a
catch
group.
up.
I'll
I'm
binge
gonna
it
catch
for
up.
you.
Segue back to
As a
Love is
group.
Blind.
I
I'll
will watch
binge
it by
for you.
next Friday.
I'll
Yeah,
binge
yeah,
it for
but
you, bro.
hopefully by next week we could talk about it.
I'll
and
watch
talk
it by
about,
next week.
you know,
I'll
the
watch the whole
conclusion.
thing.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'm gonna close it in. And never go to Walmart with too high people because they're the worst. They don't know what they want.
Shit.
And I'm calling out my sisters too because I just don't get that shit.
What happened?
So we go to Walmart. Well, they went to a group of friends and they got high. I picked them up because we have to do grocery, right? Mimi hit me with the cart 3 times.
Oh, shit. From
In the
behind, right?
heels.
Girl, I don't.
That shit hurts.
He said it again, girl.
Ellie was grabbing every fucking thing she could see and like and put it in her basket. I'm like, do you have this in your budget? She'd be like, yeah, I got this. That shit came nearly to $500. I was like, girl,
Damn.
it was scary. Hey, don't go to Walmart with high people. You know what I'm saying? All they did was giggle, laugh, get lost.
Get
It was
lost.
They
Not
got,
the GLG, giggle, laugh, get lost.
Lesson learned.
I can't.
Wole, you was there for their birthday.
Oh my God, so
It's
sloppy.
that, but not as crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But it's like close to it. I was like,
it's a few levels under. 'Cause
I had
they were wild on their
P-
birthday.
PTSD, just like, oh,
Wow,
God.
that's
From
crazy.
their birthday, that's
No,
not
never again.
That's a whole different story.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
but
that
that's
was a
my
lot.
check-in, all right?
Appreciate you, bro. All right, let's jump into the first topic. This is a very petty topic. So in Canada,
Wait. You're not gonna rapid fire her real quick?
Oh, duh. I'm so burnt.
All right, hold
Rapid fire, and you starting it because it's your little sis.
So you-
okay.
so
Rapido.
So Tommy-
Rapido.
I'm finna be 30. Y'all need to stop.
I mean, younger sister.
It's just
taller
only
than you.
about a
No,
number.
yeah, you're right. The younger
It's
sister.
only a
'cause I have
number.
another sister younger than her. So
Younger
she's a
sister.
little
So, rapid fire. Do not think. The questions that come your way, answer them as fast as you can. First
Okay.
thing that come in your mind, boom, just blurt that shit out.
okay, this might be a tough one, but top 5 R&B songs of all time.
Songs.
Songs.
Rapid
Of
fire.
all
I can't
time
stand the,
now.
all right, I can't stand the rain.
Okay.
Rapido.
Shit. What is it? Candy Rain.
Okay.
Okay.
What is it?
3 more. Rapido.
What is it? It's Mickey. Her name's Mickey, and she has the high C.
I don't know. What's the song?
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't.
Maybe.
What's the lyrics
Minnie, you
to?
mean? Minnie
Minnie?
Riperton?
Oh, Minnie. What is
Minnie.
the song?
Loving,
Loving
Loving you.
You love
Yes,
Minnie
that-
Oh,
Riperton. Okay.
Okay.
2
so
more.
that's 2 more. Did I say I can't
Give us
stand
some
the rain?
throwbacks.
Oh my god.
Tamika.
You said Can't Stand the Rain.
I don't know why.
Candy
But,
Rain.
Nah, it's hard.
I
Like,
know. A throwback.
Throwback.
Uh,
Give us
Fitzgerald.
Ella Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But what song, though? She got mad banging.
No Anita Baker, no nothing. Like
Dang, I know you know I love Body and Soul, the whole album. There's the rest of the. That's it.
all right. okay.
Come on, Rapido. 2 more.
I'm sorry. That's it. That was it. Anita
She
Baker.
said Body Soul, the whole album.
The whole album, I bet.
That's
Excellent.
more than
That shit
2.
is
J
fire.
Poppy.
All right, I'm gonna pull a Cassie on you real quick. What's your zodiac sign?
Gemini.
Gemini. All right.
The
cool.
air signs connect.
Hey.
Tia.
so you gotta survive 30 days
Ooh.
with only 5 items
Where? Where's the location?
in
Like
our bag. In that little, she got
desert, jungle, island. Like,
Nah, just you gotta get here. Like she's here. She's
oh, okay. So a hobo.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like yep, she's couch surfing in LA or something like. You know?
I thought I was living a nice like
you were.
Nice island life.
castaway
Yo.
life.
Like,
Not
the
a
beach.
hobo on the
But you
street.
said
What are your
here, so
5
I'm like,
items
yeah,
you just
hobo.
gotta have 30 days. Like you
30
can't you can't
days.
shop, you can't buy, you can't borrow. Like your 5 items. What are they? What are the most important 5?
IV kit. That'll be one.
A IV kit?
Yeah.
You have one?
I mean, so I can be able to like if anything happens, I can just like
I'm not even.
You
talking
know how to do
apocalypse,
that?
Like,
I will fucking learn.
would deodorant be in your bag, or you going without it for 30 days? Like, you know what I mean?
Deodorant
Like,
won't be there.
No.
I mean,
She can give a fuck.
Natural scent.
I'm
I
gonna be by
love that.
myself,
Let's
right?
go. Let's go.
I didn't even mean end of the world. That's why it's mad funny that you said.
But am I like? Do I have food?
Let her
Is
name
it
her
like?
5. Let her name her 5.
Am I?
IV kit.
Right. And do I have food? Am I like? Is it all expense paid?
Nah, you interpret the question however you want, and you got 4 more.
It's like nickel and dimes. You're limited to like a certain resource.
Right.
Those 5
So
resources.
your top 5 items. So the IV kit.
Bulk
Bulk.
can of food.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's a heavy bag.
It is a backpack big enough to hold it.
You need a can opener though, don't you? Or a knife, something.
Can you let her finish?
Okay.
Niggas is poking holes in her top 5.
I know.
Using all this
Damn,
logic.
I
you
can't be
gotta
on
be
the
thinking,
island. Y'all are on the island.
Yeah. Using all this logic.
If you want to bring 5 more things,
Let our
nigga.
guest answer the question her
I'm
own
sorry.
way.
I'm sorry.
Don't
Okay.
you need a can opener? You're going to need electricity if you got a can opener, because what if you don't have
You
the
can get
handheld
a
one?
manual one or the
Not
hand
even a
one.
Swiss Army.
Hey,
Nah,
come
nah,
on,
just
man.
a can
I'm
opener.
Sorry. Go ahead.
That's funny.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm okay.
2 more, yo. 2 more.
Needle and thread, but that is one kit, a sewing kit.
Word.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Respect that.
And boat supplies.
What is it?
Boat supplies.
Boat.
What would that entail, though?
A lot of wood.
A lot of wood? Okay.
And tools to connect the
So
word.
that's all in one.
I like how she did it.
package deal.
Because both supplies is
It's like multiple
if you
supplies.
order something off Amazon that you got to build, nigga, it comes with couple little tools.
That's a fact.
I like that.
That's a fact. Yes, yeah.
I'm gonna
my-
start asking that question more.
Yeah,
Get you in the mindset
that was a
of
good
people,
question.
like,
That was
yeah.
a very good question. All right, my question: what is hands down your favorite experience styling a celebrity? You don't have to say who the person is if you don't want to, but when and where was your favorite experience styling somebody?
I gotta think about this one. I would have to say when I was styling on Wiz Khalifa's set, Cam Wallace's song that he featured on, and I was able to put my own designs on the models and
Nice.
infiltrate
That's
in
fire.
2 ways.
There you
like
go.
More ways than one. So
Dope.
That's hot.
that
That's
was
hot.
definitely
Very
a
dope.
moment for me.
Awesome. Thank you.
Your favorite artist in general. So it doesn't have to be music. Any artist.
Oh, that would definitely be it would be in between like Alex Gray, like a transfiguration artist.
What's Transfiguration for our
Yeah,
listeners?
I don't know what
It's
the fuck
like
that is for me.
He
What is that?
can draw so well that it's like the diagrams that you see in like biology. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how intricate that he can draw, and within layers. Like you can see the skin, but you can also see the veins. You can see within. You can see the energy surrounding.
Yep,
and-
I'm looking at it. Yep.
Yeah, and he's just.
What's his name again?
Alex Gray.
Alex Gray. Okay.
Gray with an E.
Gray with an E.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah. But he's
Okay.
just right there in New York. He's an old man, but he's like a legend.
Nice.
Well,
Love that.
Yeah.
J Poppy.
Quick sidebar. I also watched this series called "Are You the One?" and I'm going to share something a little bit personal. I was always interested in sociology experiment, and one thing I always wanted to see on a live type of show competition is like no bars, no rules, anything go type of competition in finding love. And season 8, if you guys have Hulu, please watch season 8. Are You the One? Is sexual fluid. So we have the bi, the gay, the trans, everything, and it's so messy and it's so good. Highly recommend that. It's a good watch. It's a really good watch. Like
We're here for it.
so,
Okay.
yeah. So Are You the One is it's like Too Hot to Handle with Love Is Blind, but they're all in Hawaii trying to find the perfect match. Basically,
Okay.
It's really good. It's really good.
That sounds like a good time. A chaotic time.
It's messy, especially when people find out you're transgender and they just want to fuck you. It's just like,
Hey, yo.
hey, it was a good show.
What?
It was a good show. It was a
Right.
good. It was a good show. Hey,
Oh.
So
Alright.
many questions.
I'm glad that
Right.
Alex,
I took a sidebar for this.
Yeah, I'm glad Alex Gray brought your brain to that.
Yo, dead ass.
It was the word transfiguration.
Yeah.
yeah. It just
Yo, it might have been because hold
I
on.
see what you did. You cooking. You cooking with Crisco.
Okay.
Throwback shit.
we need to bring her back again. Like I
For
love
sure.
it.
Oh, well, go to her and bring shit to LA.
Ooh, let's go to
God damn it.
California.
Yep.
Let's go, bitch.
All right, Tommy. Well, my
Nah,
question
for
to
sure.
you is this: what do you think? What do you think is going to happen to us when we die?
Like
Wow.
to
I
the
love this
earth
question. I love
or
this.
to
Like,
Your soul.
my soul.
Like in general, like what do you think happened to your soul, your body, and all?
I believe that there's one of many things actually.
Ooh.
So I feel like if you didn't complete what you were here to do,
Ooh.
then you
Purpose.
are reincarnated as a different entity on this plane, on this world.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're a dog, cat,
I can
or a
see that.
human being,
I like that.
and if I was to complete everything that I was, that I'm ascending, and I have my rainbow light body, and I'm in my Merkaba.
The Merkaba, right?
Yep. And I am just a light being, and just everything. I'm everything.
Okay.
Nice.
That was
I love
deep.
it.
I love
it.
that.
I'm
Thank you.
drowning a little bit.
Love it.
And I can swim, but somebody gonna have to throw me a floaty. That's
Sorry,
crazy.
baby.
Tia.
So what were your hopes, or your plan, leading up to your decision to move to Cali?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, yeah.
If you had a plan, like,
right, I know. I was just.
what was kind of that lead up?
What was the kind of what?
I said, what was that like lead up?
We was really just listening to the signs, listening to the messages. Everyone that I was meeting that was like a stranger would tell me that, oh, are you from California? Oh, you would like do so well in California. I'm from California. Like just everything was revolving and attracting to that. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to be turning 26. I have 1 year left of financial aid. Let me just fucking do something different. And I decided to just go to San Francisco. And I had a conversation with, I don't even know. I never met the guy, actually. But I had a conversation with him. He was chill. He was real. And he was authentic. And he let me know that I would have a foundation there if I went. So I took that chance. And instead of just like grasping for straws, which I ended up doing, you know, granted, I felt like the calling was, you know, the time was now, and I did the thing then, and just made the move. I didn't even like visit. I just moved, and that was that.
Nice.
Big respect. Big
Hell
respect.
yeah.
And that was more of like a non-rapid fire interview question. So we just gonna do like.
We're mixing it up.
We'll do like 3 more like
More
intense.
rapid.
You don't have to rush.
Okay.
Take your time. Answer these questions however you take as much time as you need.
Right.
So, how old were you when you figured out that you had the bug for fashion design?
I mean, like, I knew in like first grade that
6 years old.
Is it 6 years old?
First grade is 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 years old, you knew.
I was like an older.
You was an older 6.
Yeah.
You was like
Maybe
a
an
9,
older
You
soul.
were like a 9-year-old 6.
Yeah. yeah. You know, I was mature. Double digits, actually. I was 10. But yeah, no.
But you knew you wanted to create clothes,
It was more so
create fashion.
art. Like art is what gave me, like what
Got it.
was the gateway to fashion, and what gateway to fashion as well was just, you know, our culture, Africa and
For sure.
Liberian culture, like just African culture in general. You know, if you know it, then you know that we are divas in every sense, that we are the
Absolutely.
originators of drama. You know, and bring that into an Americanized situation. Now we have, you know, long stiletto nails with the 10 finger rings. We got the lapas, the fanti. You know what I'm saying? The African. I think I even got some African gold in my pocket.
African gold just chilling in your pocket.
Yeah, man.
And look at the gap.
Yeah.
Look at
You
the
see?
gap. That's mad random. What's that?
mad random.
That's like a secret society club. And you gotta show the African gold.
I can't say no more. They're already watching. So yeah, what was the question? That's what led me to fashion, and I knew that I was fly, and you know, like
Talk your shit.
my
Go.
mom's
Talk
a
your
diva,
fucking
my
shit.
dad's a diva, and I just knew
Diva?
that
Nah, Dad's not
Dad
a diva.
was a diva. What? He had the fro. The man was highlight in the 70s. You know, he had the fro. He had the mutton chop. He
Let's
had
go, mutton chop.
Let's go, Pops.
the unbuttoned, you know, pattern.
Dad,
like
you know,
silk.
Dad has
He
always
was
been fly.
He
Good
was a
looking
smooth
guy.
operator.
He sound
He
like a
had
diva,
12
though.
kids.
Right.
From
He had to be
more
smooth.
than one
He has
baby
12
mother.
of them.
Oh,
Yes,
here
and
you
one
go,
of them
diving
was
into
white.
the family dirt.
Yeah.
First off,
Sorry,
you
father.
didn't say that you was one of 12.
No, you did not.
Why would I?
Why wouldn't
That
you?
never comes up like in conversation. Like, oh yeah, and
No,
Now
because
you're bringing it up on it. My father got like
all right,
7, 8.
it
You know
never
how it
comes
is.
up.
Two of us
I brought it up.
teenage,
I did it.
I would
Listen,
never
she
bring
did
that
that.
up. I'm a very private person. She's different. But
Yeah, I'm like an open book
Yeah.
bitch.
Right.
we could tell,
Right.
and I
Yeah.
appreciate it. Because
Thank
this one
you.
over here be all secretive. Like,
You'll
That's
indirectly
what's
find
up.
shit out through me.
We ain't gonna fish it out.
She's the air sign. You know the air signs.
You better cut it out with
They go wherever the wind blows.
Oh my
and
God.
They say whatever.
I got her
like.
next week.
What are you, a water sign?
Water's not that different.
Yeah.
I'm a water.
Can
but
you swim?
She's mixed with fire.
Of course.
I
She's
just
on the
wanna ask
cusp.
you.
She's just
Right? She's
smoke.
on the cusp.
She's
yeah.
really just smoke.
Yeah, I'm a cusp. I try to explain that to them. You know what, Tommy? Can you explain that to them?
Nah, I get
You're
Because
on the
not
cusp.
the cusp.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
on the cusp.
seriously.
Yes. I'm a water fire
The best
sign.
of both crazy ass
I
worlds.
love you, T.
Oh my God.
The haze, the
You're my
smoke.
soulmate.
Yes.
Anyways.
we want the
You're my
smoke.
twin flame. That was so funny.
Twin flame.
What did I say?
Wait, I missed it too.
Right,
Why
right.
was it so funny? Hold on.
Because
He's
he was
silly.
roasting. She was roasting. You, man, you're funny, bro.
What did I say?
A lot.
She brought up the cusp, and you got a list every time you say cusp is funny. But like, it's just a poor way of deflecting accountability. Like when you say, "I'm a cusp, I'm on a cusp."
Nah, you know what it was though.
No,
'cause
I am
she-
I'm a Cancer,
at
but I'm on the
At that
cusp.
very moment, she was saying how Tommy's like, you know, she's an air sign.
Yeah.
She rolls with the wind, and I'm like, dang, I'm like that. I'm like an open book. I be putting all my business out there,
Because
everything.
who is it gonna hurt?
But we're both water signs,
Right.
So
Exactly.
So I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, well, damn, she's saying that about
It
her.
means nothing.
You might be a mutable sign though. Everything
Nigga,
is
if
different.
Nigga, if
Wait, I
you
was
bring
like,
up,
oh, she's on
what is
Are you a
immutable?
Pisces?
Yeah,
So-
but
What is immutable? What is that?
So I'm a
Mutable
cardinal
is, like,
signs
changing, ever changing.
are Cancer, Libra, I believe,
How do you know
Virgo,
this?
Elements.
like the
Because
elements.
we all fall
Yeah.
under an
But
element.
like, where's the element book that y'all read? That's what I want
You
to.
gotta
Avatar: The Last Airbender, my guy.
Into
You read the
astrology. Astrology.
Astrology.
Just
I'm
tap
asking,
in.
when did you Negroes study the stars, and when did the stars tell
right.
you that this-
Avatar: The Last
Gemini is a mutable
Airbender.
sign.
Avatar told
Pisces
you
might
that?
be a mutable
He's
sign.
jealous.
I'm not jealous at all.
He's a hater. Anytime
I'm not a
he's-
hater. I'm not a
anytime he's
hater.
You
talking
want to
about
know
zodiac
what we
signs,
know.
He thinks it's a waste of
And I
time.
know.
I'm asking questions because where do y'all draw these conclusions? Where do y'all draw these conclusions?
Don't worry about it.
Tia, because the way that she talks about signs is like, if you have certain characteristics and she asks you your sign, oh, that makes sense. But now she gonna fucking move the goalpost
But
and
it
say,
does move.
oh, you might be a mutable sign.
But
Nigga,
it's
what?
true.
You ain't never had that
my
energy.
God.
You had. Listen,
But you don't know
Every day
anything
we learn
about
something
I
new.
don't need to. All I know is that
So then
human
that's
beings,
why this is all new. 'Cause
human
you don't
beings,
know.
human beings are what's the word? Amenable, ever evolving. Human beings are that.
Mutable.
Immutable. Cool.
Just, there's no E.
Cool. That's what human beings are. Period. That's what they should be. Like you're gonna. Hopefully, you're always evolving. Hopefully, you know what I mean,
Of
like
course.
I
Adapt and
Learning.
adjust.
Of course, you're gonna
growing.
change over time.
Some people don't, but like I'm saying, like
That's a fact.
it's not a sign related thing. It's just not. Is it science?
That's not what. But that was not the topic, though. That's
It
a
wasn't
sign-related
even a
thing.
topic. I'm just asking you what's immutable because she said I'm a water sign, you a water sign, she an air sign, and she act like your sister.
Cancer's a cardinal sign. Libra is also
Nigga,
a
what is
cardinal
a cardinal sign?
Aries is a cardinal sign. It's the, like my sister said, it's like the elements. It all falls under astrology. So you got to tap in. Once you tap in, then you'll understand it.
We're like the
Taurus is
main.
a fixed sign.
What does that mean?
Okay, so all right, so if
forget it.
air.
What does that mean? No, I'm asking you.
Wale,
What does
I'm
that
trying.
mean?
Wale, I got you. Look, if air, fire, water, and earth, right,
Yes.
had a roster, right? She's saying that she's gonna be on the top of the list,
She's the water roster.
I'm the top of the list for the wind. I'm not sure what's for earth or for fire, and we're like
Yeah,
we're the
they're
mains.
cardinal signs. Yeah.
We're the mains. Everybody else just follow back, and they can mix and have different traits here and there depending on the sun and the moon. By what I'm understanding, and
Right.
that's all
And where
she's
the
trying to
stars
say.
are, yeah.
Okay, that absolutely helped nothing. But
Wow.
it didn't have. It didn't
I
need
tried.
To. And no, you explained whatever it is that you was trying to explain to the niggas who understand it. Perfect. I don't bruh. Like just
ain't
be a
trying
good
to
person.
understand.
Just
Nah.
be
He ain't
whose
trying to
question is
understand.
it? Goddammit.
I know. What was
It's
the
Cassie.
question?
It might be
Did I
yours,
even
is it
answer
mine?
it?
I don't know. Where we at? Whose question is it?
I know.
It's Cassie
Don't
right
make
now.
me start
Cassie,
asking
go ahead,
questions.
Okay, my question. Who or what is your inspiration?
Ooh,
What inspires you? Where do you
what gets
draw?
You out of
where
bed?
do you draw that inspiration from?
Is it nature? Is it music?
Right.
Is your surrounding? Like,
I mean,
what inspires you?
To be honest, like I'm such a like. I don't know how to put it, but like I'm such a person that like I can't be inspired by like motivational speakers or a priest or.
Oh, that makes sense. You're creative. You're an artist.
Yeah.
That makes complete sense because a lot of that is for people that have like low self-esteem, high insecurity.
Trouble.
Artists are very, very sure of themselves.
Exactly.
They know what they want to create when they want to create it, regardless of the people around. Like you can't. Your inspiration comes from within, regardless. And out like from shit that you see, but like, yeah, ain't no one gonna shake you off your tree.
So well said, Wole, for real. And I think, I mean, you just said it for me, and I think it's me that I could stand in my way, or I could allow myself to flourish and bloom. You know, but
public enemy number one is you.
Exactly. So it's only me that inspires me to evolve. To want more and seek more for myself and the life that I want for myself. Yeah. But, I mean, if I have to name somebody, I don't even know who would be for real. Because everyone, like, when you meet your icons or your idols or whatever.
Have you met your icons and idols?
I hope not.
No, but, I mean, when you do... I mean, you get a different perspective of who they are, and you realize, you know, it's
be a
not
letdown,
easy.
yeah.
So, and it could be a letdown, yeah. You're absolutely right, Josh. So, I mean, I look up to myself, and I look up to the people that have done it before me, but I don't think their choices can't be mine, because my path isn't theirs.
Right. That
The
makes
inspiration
sense.
comes from them just
That's
following
a bar.
and chasing after something bigger than them.
That
You know
is
what I
a
mean?
bar. Okay.
There we go.
That is a bar.
Well
Period.
said. Well said. J Poppy.
I don't have a question, so Tia. I was really
No, I'm loving this.
You know, I
involved.
really would like you to get into some of the things you're looking forward to this year or next, or some of the projects you're working on, like.
Yeah. Well, I'm working with these amazing women, Erica and Jamila. They are authors of Good Moms, Bad Choices.
Get out of here.
Wait, are you guys familiar?
I'm familiar.
She's familiar.
We have fans, bitches.
Familiar, that's fire.
Yes, and they are going to be launching their book.
Whoa.
She needs the origin story.
Yeah, how'd that
How'd you
come
connect with
together?
them?
Yes.
I mean, it's just funny how life works. So I did the panel,
Tell me
right?
about it.
Right? I mean,
You can't say that.
I'm like,
how'd you meet them,
you got
Tommy?
room.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead,
Let
tell
me
us.
get it out.
She said, well, you know, it's funny how life works. You are
Let me
not
be
getting
I'm supposed to be performing, right?
Yes.
Wow, she's such a freaking performer.
I love it. She's a wrestler.
Put them in a... All right.
I love it. Let's go. Only on the pregame.
All right, yo. So I told y'all earlier in the chat that I was in a panel, right?
Right.
So the panel host is the author.
Wow.
Right. So
Plot
it's
twist.
just- right. So honestly, there was 3 other celebrity styles up there. She resonated with me the most, it seems, and or she didn't. Maybe she called them all, and maybe I was just the next person in line. But I mean,
However,
let's just say the story was she called me because she loved it, and yeah. So she hit me up, and her and Jamila are amazing women, and they really put on for like mothers. And I feel like mothers are always, you know, either trying to get their groove back or feel like they lost it, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and it's really just being able to know and reflect with yourself, like, this is who I am. This is who I'm not a mom, you know. So, but I'm a dog mom, so that does mean something to me.
Yeah.
4 dogs, 1 cat. That's
4 dogs
4 dogs.
That's a lot of kibble.
or 3
And
dogs?
bits.
3 dogs, 1 cat, right?
Thank you, but it's 4.
The cat is a dog, right? Okay.
Wait.
The cat is a dog, but
that's a wild porno name. 3 dogs, 1 cat.
A dog back from London.
Oh, I didn't know.
Her
okay.
name's Minnie. She's tiny.
The cat is a dog? Like,
No,
what?
I only know her to have
Yo,
3
that fucked me
dogs
up for a
and 1
second.
cat. So I'm like,
3 dogs
The
and
way
1 cat
she
is
corrected
wild.
you is crazy. Like that, I've never seen anything that smooth in my life.
What?
Thank you, but
I'm getting better. Trust me, because the petty me.
know my pet.
I can tell your pet is Super
God.
Saiyan.
I can tell.
I can tell that.
They've got to do the back and forth. That's sisterly love. Like that shit was
smooth.
Right. So I'm working with them. Their book's coming out May 5th. And
Damn, that's in like 3 weeks.
I know, right?
the
So I'm
fuck?
excited. They're having their Good Moms Bad Choices tour that they do, and it's really
Wow.
kinky stuff. So
For sure.
I think you guys
I've tapped
and
in.
ladies get into it.
about
But
to
they
buy
are
it.
gonna be
Is
okay.
They wrote multiple books. Is this gonna the new
This
book?
is their
made
first book.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll buy it. I'm gonna make sure that I mark it in my calendar.
First of many, I'm sure. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they'll be on Good Morning America, and at Today's Show.
Okay,
So
yeah.
I'm
The big ones. Yep.
Yes,
Love
exactly.
It.
So I'm gonna be styling them for that, and I'm really excited for it. There's always there's Coachella that's coming up right now, and just like being an influencer and going to these houses and getting my face seen, and
Yeah.
right.
I'm about to pre-order it right now.
Okay, let the people know.
Now,
Now, do you work with an agency?
Good Mom's
or
Guide
you...
to Making Bad Choices. Pre-order it right now on Audible if you got
I'm about
credits.
to pre-order it too.
I'm pre-ordering that joint.
Good Moms Bad
Ooh,
Choices,
drop.
right?
So that'll be my May read. I'll get that. I'll knock that out.
Yeah.
7 hours. That's light. I'll get
That's
that done
light,
in a
right?
day.
It's
Get
light
that
work.
done in a day or 2.
Okay, he said
Shout out
he's
to
a
them.
scholar.
So I know some of the obviously you make organic connections, and that's how you find a lot of opportunities. But do you work with an agency also, or?
I have my own agency. It's Rev Creative Agency Incorporated. So
How's that work? I don't know how that works. Like none of it. So
So
like,
I represent
explain it to-
myself.
Right.
I have my own corporation, and anything that in terms of design, styling, photography, I will be under the representation of Rev Creative Agency.
Of you.
Okay, right. That's fire. But like, so how? Look at me. I'm trying to make sense of the whole.
Yeah. You go ahead, girl.
This is
Cook.
my
'Cause
opportunity. I need to
you
know.
about to do
Yeah,
it.
Because I'm
nobody's
about to
rushing
be
you,
in
girl. Take
LA,
your time.
right? So like, now actually finding that kind of work. You know what I mean? Like, what's your, what as much as you're willing to share, like what is the process like for you? Like, is
I
it
have
just
no
putting
idea.
yourself
I'm really
out there?
blessed. I'm
You're just
really
blessed for opportunities to find you.
Right, yeah, because I'm trying to think of like where it even began, but I've always been connected even before I even got to California. This girl, Timar, she's from Boston, she's Haitian, you feel me? And, you know, Haitians are heavy out in Boston. And so she's connected with Jean Elie, or Jean Elie. And, you know, put a little French sauce on it. Okay. And he was the brother to Issa Rae on Insecure. So Timar, she's an artist. She was signed to Atlantic. She just got dropped actually, but she's still on radio, signed to Issa. And but we weren't friends for like good few years, but we had a mutual friend. And we're both not friends with that mutual friend anymore. And that actually brought us closer.
The
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
I hear you.
Yo, that makes so much sense.
Man, it's wise. Yes. For real. So, yeah.
So it's just all about the connections. Those kind of like, you know, the relationships you build. That's fire.
Yeah, it's just a real snowball. And it, like the momentum, you have to build off the momentum because that, I mean, I wasn't even, she had a music video that was like when I first moved out there that the mutual friend, you know, was in. And I wasn't a part of it. I wasn't in it, but I was just there at their Airbnb, you know, and we was just hanging out, you know. But after a while, Jean starts writing he was already writing a script called Send Help. And I don't know if you guys heard of it, but it's now, that was 2018, but now it's a show.
Wow,
So,
get out of here.
yeah, the pilot that they made, the pre-pilot that they made was what got their show to be made officially. And I was like doing some random acting, like extra stuff. And like you really, if you sustain your relationships, you realize that everybody in the room is important.
Yep.
Oh, for sure. Hell yeah.
That's a nugget right there.
Hell
I
yeah.
love that.
Hell yeah.
That's facts.
Like
that makes me super blessed for the stuff that, even the little bits that are happening now.
Word. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hell yeah. No, that's a bar.
There we go.
That is a bar. Whose
In
question
the
is
stew.
it? Yeah, in the stew. All right.
Are you making drinks?
Huh?
How do the drinks
Go
for
ahead,
pregame?
get
Oh, you
just
want,
get
what do you
up
want?
and get
Another
one.
margarita?
You want whiskey?
Tequila?
You want Truly?
What you
got
need?
it all. Like,
Get the
I was
ice.
saying, this is the pregame, right?
There you go.
We
Get the
blessed
what
this
we
already.
talking about?
And then if you need more of the margarita,
Just get up and go.
All right,
Tia
I
got
don't want to
you.
block nobody's shine.
no,
Nobody's
no.
I
blessings.
say let's jump to the first topic.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do
Topic.
it. So, a Canadian powerlifting coach took it upon himself to jump in to a women's powerlifting contest.
Talking about Avi.
Sure
Yep.
is.
And hold on, I might have to just play the video, bro.
Please do.
I might have to play the video.
Start to finish.
We do not own the rights to this audio, nor do we care that we don't own it. But I'm gonna play this because I can't explain it the way that the video will. You know what I'm saying?
Just wait.
And from all the records, let's talk about it.
And I'll play like half of the video.
So this is Avi Silverberg. Now he is the head coach for Team Canada's powerlifting team, and he's been in that position for about 10 years.
A decade.
Now this is the Canadian Powerlifting Union and their trans inclusion policy. So without reading the entire policy, it essentially says that an athlete gets to tell the organizers what their gender identity is, and the organizers have to allow them to participate in the events with the gender that they identify with.
Without
So if
any
you're a biological
contention.
male and you say I identify as a woman, then they must allow you to compete with the women in that event. The policy also makes it clear that, quote, individuals are not required to disclose their trans identity or history to the CPU or to any of the CPU's representatives. So, in a nutshell, the Canadian Powerlifting Union is just going to take your word for it. If you want to compete with the women and you're a biological male, you just starting April 4th.
Oh, I know.
You
I
need
know.
premium, my
Me too.
guy. Like, what the fuck?
That's wild.
YouTube's
I
dirty.
apologize.
YouTube's dirty.
But to make a long story short,
Yeah, I'm
the head coach
I feel
jumped
I'm embarrassed.
into
I'm embarrassed. I need to cover my titties up after that
Clutch your pearls.
that was wild.
but
That was fucking.
but the head coach
Yo, YouTube, what the fuck is good? Go ahead, G Poppy.
Maybe
Yeah, but the
him.
head coach basically he broke the bench press record, which previously was 210 pound, and
He cracked it. 275.
100 pounds more. 310.
Yeah, so
310.
270.
No, he broke.
Was it 310?
The
It was
trans-
310.
310. Got you.
He did
Got you.
100. He did 100 pound more.
Just to prove a point.
Just to prove a
'Cause he's
point.
petty as fuck.
And the
Petty
person
Ruxpin.
and the previous holder of the record is a
Transgender woman.
transgender woman.
Don't-
Did the whole operation and everything, and
Yep.
it, she was like, yeah, it is what it is, but at the same time, she was kind of pissed off because she's saying like, technically, I don't have a fair advantage biology because I can't even say it, bro.
Biologically.
Biologically,
Uh-huh.
she was born as a male,
Yep.
but transformed into a female.
Yep.
So she definitely have an unfair advantage at that point, but it kind of showed like the rules seem a little bit flawed. It's not fair for those who are born female and stay true to female to be losing to all these people who are like
Who are trans.
who are trans
convert.
or have the mindset of being
Word.
a female, basically.
Word.
So is it a double-edged sword? I mean,
I don't think it is.
No,
I mean,
it's not.
I've spoken on this podcast before, and you know this, J Poppy. Like I'm against it. I feel like if you're unhappy and you
Yeah.
feel like you are another gender and you pay the money and make the ultimate sacrifice to change your body to be that gender, cool. That's your right. You do whatever you gotta do. But if you're a male who converts himself and transforms to a female, I don't think you should have the right to participate in women's sports. I don't, because there's so many advantages. Even if you get shots of estrogen every fucking day, your body naturally just produces more testosterone.
Sure
And
does.
Science proves that. Like, there's nothing I don't give a fuck what documentation you can bring. I don't care what doctor that you paid money to like say it's not. No, nigga, like, you're born a male And men have more testosterone than women. That's just what it is. If you convert and you're trans now, it's still the same thing. Like you have an advantage. You have more. You naturally, especially if you transition at like 20 something years old, and none of these transgender women transition before they become adults. Mm-hmm. So you've literally spent a minimum of 20 years building muscle as a man.
Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm.
And then you transition. And, whatever, post-op, now you got breasts, you have a vagina and all that, and that's fine. No one's mad at that.
Nope.
But you cannot then say, okay, I'm going to run track now. I'm going to swim now. Like the trans swimmer from like 6 months ago that was killing it in college. Dog, you sucked as a guy.
Sure did.
And because you sucked as a guy, you said, you know what, well, and I'm not saying that this is what this individual did. But it feels like that because you make the transition, and then you keep swimming, but you swim for the women's side now. You're on the women's team, and you are annihilating these women. You are swimming a 200-meter butterfly in 17 seconds faster than women do, bro.
That's a male roster.
You know what I'm saying? Like literally, you have an advantage. Mm-hmm. There's no like. If you think about, oh my God, Sha'Carri Richardson, she'll never be able to beat. I don't give a fuck how much she trains. She'll never be able to beat a Johan Blake. I'm not gonna go to Usain because he's the GOAT. Johan Blake he's smaller in stature, but he's just as fast. Well, he's not faster than Usain, but he's 5'9". He's Jamaican, and he won as many golds as motherfucking Usain won around the time that they were competing. If Sha'Carri Richardson from America, black woman, sprinter, one of the literally the best sprinter that we have in America, right, on USA track and field, races a Johan Blake in his prime, she's going to lose 10 times out of 10 by like 3 seconds because it's just different. The women run the 100 meter dash in 11 seconds on average. The men run it, and on average, 9.5, 9.7, 9.8. The women run it 11.5, 12.1. Like, it's not the same shit. And so for this guy, Avi, even though it's petty as fuck, right? And Canada, it's on Canada. I blame Canada. Because y'all have this rule where, without any questions, I could just identify as whatever the fuck I want and sign up. And you got to let me compete. What the fuck is that?
That makes no sense.
That's crazy.
Canada is
I could just say,
non-confrontational.
Wole can be female, and I want to... What?
They can't question it. They put it on paper.
I know.
And that means something to...
There's bulletins.
That means something.
That
means something to a
That's
lot.
wild. So you got this dude benching 310 in front of the transgender record holder, and now she on camera talk about, oh well, most of the people in this community, they like me because I'm nice. Okay,
that was
anything.
so irrelevant. I was like, okay,
what does that have to do with your body makeup?
Who cares?
And your biology,
and your bone density.
Like you got, you got exposed.
He actually benched 375.
You looked it up?
Yeah.
Not, but like
100 pounds.
The actual male?
Like almost 100 pounds more than what her record was.
More than 100 pounds. But like, you know what you're doing. All of these trans athletes know what the fuck they're doing.
100%.
And shout out to the one there's one trans athlete from Korea who was a kickboxer as a male, and he was not happy in his skin. He thought he should have been born female. He transitioned, and he still competes with the men. He is the only, and it's documented, you can Google it, Korean kickboxer. This motherfucker still competes with the men, and he's doing okay. Like, he's serviceable, right? He's the only one. But all of these white trans, and this is what pissed me off, a lot of these trans conversations happen with white men who transition. And because I don't see none of us, no Latino, or no African, or no African. I don't see none of us.
We're not hitting the headlines.
Oh,
no.
yeah. So I just wanted to know. I don't see us doing that. It's all of these white men who are mediocre, transitioning to become white women that are trying to dominate women's swimming, women's powerlifting, women's cycling, like with arrogance too. Like, you're transphobic. No, we're not, nigga. You were a boy for 30
you're
years.
A man. You're an old man.
You were a boy for 30 years.
Your
and
DNA
now you're the Lance Armstrong of cycling, but you've been cycling as a man for 25 years.
Sure
and
has.
you've been cycling as a woman for 2, and you've been dominating because you have more muscle than the rest of these women. You have more testosterone naturally than the rest of these women. Adrenaline hits women different than it hits for men. It's not the same shit.
Yeah.
If I hoop with any one of these three one-on-one, I'm going to dominate, bro. I don't care how skilled you are. Caitlin Clark, shout out to Iowa. You know, they had a good game against LSU, right? And shout out to Angel Reese. I'll beat both of them.
You can't see me.
I'll beat both of them. If I had 15 days to prep, all cardio,
15 days.
15 days.
That's all he needs.
I'm dusting their ass. I'm dusting them. I don't give a fuck
wax
about
and it's
you.
on the record.
What about tennis against Serena Williams?
Nigga, no way. I'm not. That's the GOAT. Don't ever disrespect her. Don't ever disrespect her like that.
That's all I want to know.
They're still in college.
That's
Don't ever disrespect her. But
I'm saying it's another sport.
But come on, man. Like the niggas from UConn, they'll beat the wackest nigga on UConn that just won a national title, right? The wackest nigga can beat Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark in a one-on-one. And they're all high level athletes. They're all high level. The wackest nigga on the UConn Huskies that just won a national title could beat Angel Reese, the most outstanding player from LSU, from the LSU Tigers, in a one-on-one. I'll put my grandmother's old house on that shit.
It'll be
I'll put her boots, your sneakers.
Fight.
No, it won't.
Not trying to sell her sneakers.
I put her shades,
gamble
your
your
hat, your jean jacket,
Hey, you
her
can take
boots,
the
my
shades
boots,
out, right?
your jacket, nigga.
Yo, it's
I'll
all
put the
going down
house
the
on
line.
it. That nigga will beat any of them in a one-on-one to 11. Straight up.
So are you saying like if the transgender people weren't winning, there wouldn't be a problem?
I think there would be a problem regardless because it goes against the status quo and like internationally, not even just like on a United States type of thing. But what's more problematic is these trans women, these trans white women are winning, and they're winning in spurts in multiple sports because they know better. They're not doing this shit haphazardly. I feel like I'm a woman, blah blah blah, and they're not just transitioning and just
Like the dude,
living their life.
The dude that kept losing in men's and then
Yeah.
With the swimming, exactly.
Yeah.
He was always getting cooked, so he's like, you know what? Shit, It's selfish, bro. He transitioned and
not to say everyone. That's everyone's.
He's
mindset
one
at
example.
all. That's just one example of-
I apologize. She is one example of somebody who did it clearly because they were not good enough to beat the gender that they were at birth for that. But I think that these white transgender women, they think that they got something going. They think they slick. And like, I can see through all of that shit. You motherfuckers want it to be important. You wanted to have some type of success, and you transitioned maybe because you felt like that's what you wanted to be or who you were as a person. But when you do these sports, when you're competing at a high level and you're beating all of these women who literally have to work 6 times as hard as you just to get like a fraction of the results, to me that feels like you did that shit because you just wanted to you wanted to get a gold medal or you wanted to stand on top of the first place podium. It doesn't feel genuine.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah, it doesn't feel genuine. It's a disrespect to y'all
biological
gender.
women.
Yeah. It's a disrespect to y'all gender, and it's like, come on, and it's white people that's doing it. And like Dave Chappelle has a great quote where he says, the whole conversation about transgender folks was not a conversation until white men wanted to do it. When black men were converting, because shout out to RuPaul. He's not transgender drag queen, and there's a very vast difference, right? But there were black men who converted in the 90s and in the early 2000s, and it was not a conversation at all.
Absolutely.
It has been a conversation the last decade because white men in droves started doing it, a la Caitlyn Jenner. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a conversation at all, but now it is, and now we have to respect how they want to identify. Like, fuck all that. You out here taking opportunities from actual women who have since birth only swam, since birth only ran track, since birth only thrown shot put, since birth only rode bicycles, since birth only, you know what I'm saying? Like, because that's a real, imagine riding bikes your whole fucking life miles at a time because you're a cyclist as a girl, and then out of nowhere, some random trans bitch. Stop! At 27, just pop up. Hey, I'm here now, and they stop beating you in every fucking race. And you've been teetering. You bust your ass. You couldn't get past second place, but you was right there. You knew, based on the work that you put in, the next race you're going to get first place. And then some trans bitch comes in and beats you by a quarter mile.
They're not changing the right rules of the game.
They're not. It's like, Canada, you're doing a disservice to everybody by saying, oh, we're just going to take you at your... Because they don't want to get sued. Right. And that's where it's going. That's where it's gotten to.
They're non-confrontational.
Yeah, they're not... Canada, yeah, they've always been like that. But, like, it's a slippery slope because now you have... And everybody knows that the LGBTQ community, the LGBT plus community, for the most part, not everybody, not you, no disrespect... There's a lot of folks in that community that are hypersensitive and that will sue your ass whenever they get the opportunity. If they feel discriminated against. But this is like with the T's, it's not that. It's like, yo,
not with the T's.
Not with the T's.
It's the
some
T's.
Of y'all
honestly,
think that some of y'all are fucked. Some of y'all are playing the game and y'all think y'all slick and motherfuckers can see through it and you get mad when you get called out. And it's like, dog. Nah.
At the end of the day, it's a man's game. You know, like, y'all wrote the rules to it. It's a man's world. It's a man's game. We over here sitting in it.
For the trans folks?
I'm saying, like,
in general,
overall.
Got you.
Sports. It's a man's thing.
Yeah, but, like, there are women that like to powerlift. There are women that want to box. There are women that want to do UFC. Like, there are some incredible athletes in women's sports. All like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, not for nothing. Nobody watches the WNBA. The NCAA championship for the women's this year is the most. It was actually 11. It was a average. Wow. But that night, it was 9.8. I started following them girls like 6
months ago just because of how the season was going.
Bruh.
The fact they even know who they are is...
Iowa had to stop their pre-sale tickets because everything went up because of...
For sure.
Listen.
What are we talking about?
The women's NCAA, college basketball. Because... Everyone was like, "Oh, people don't support the WNBA." Blah blah blah.
These young girls,
and then these young girls, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, and Iowa women's basketball.
What's the other girl's name? Flo J.
Yeah, she's on LSU as well. But these young women are so good at basketball that more people watched this year's 2023 NCAA Women's National Championship than they did the men's.
Yep.
And that shit was on Sunday. The men's was on Monday. More people watched the women's game than the exactly because these female athletes are so much better than the men. And like a lot of the favorites got knocked out this year on the men's side. Granted, but it didn't even matter. Nope. We were talking about Caitlin Clark 3 weeks ago because she was that fucking cold. All March, this girl averaged 30 points. She can shoot the ball from wherever the fuck she wants. This white girl, everyone was dick riding her, right? And then this weekend, they beat South Carolina. Shout out to Dawn Staley, the coach of South Carolina Gamecocks or whatever the fuck they beat them on Friday, and then on Sunday they play LSU and Angel Reese, dark-skinned sister, Flo J. Johnson. She's another one, and there's another dark shade. Basically, LSU is all black women. Iowa is a bunch of white girls. It was 11 million total views.
Yep.
11 million for just that game. The following day, UConn played. I don't even know who the fuck they. South Carolina. No one.
Doesn't matter.
8 million. They got beat out by the girls because in the the girls' game was way better. It was just way better. But then there was some colorism shit. And there was some double standard shit that came out. And that's one of my topics, one of my logos. So we already transitioning smooth. Angel Reese got all this flack for doing the "you can't see me" and the pointing to her ring finger to Caitlin Clark, this fragile white woman, right?
Fragile.
Not fragile.
Who's been talking shit to every fucking opponent they had the whole tournament. The whole tournament, she been talking shit. Yeah, you can't see me.
She was a trash talker. Right. She's a trash talker.
As soon as Angel Reese does it in the championship game,
she's ghetto.
She's ghetto. She's classless. she's a fucking classist piece of shit. All this shit. Dave Portnoy from Boston Sports. We hate him. Like, yes, she's classist and that. But you elevated this white girl.
Yeah, they did.
2 days ago.
I love when they put the side by side and they were both doing
they were both doing the same
thing.
shit. And the girl did it back to her, right? Didn't she?
No, Caitlin Clark didn't do it back because they were down 20.
They were down 20. She couldn't.
They lost by like 11 or 12 points.
She got humbled in that game. Like
No. The black girl did it back to her, right? Or no?
No, she did. Yeah. Well, she didn't do it back. She did it. Period.
She just did it in general.
They were up 20 the whole fucking game.
They were
and
just showing comparison of this is something that the other girl has done. Like, here it is.
During the previous game before the championship.
John Cena even tweeted, they really can't see you. You're like that. Da-da-da-da-da. What? John Cena? He tweeted that last Thursday because they won a big game against, I don't even fucking remember who. But he tweeted that, and it went viral.
To Caitlyn.
Yeah, to Caitlyn. He tweeted that to Caitlyn because she was like this, you can't see me. And she was talking to other players crazy. And it's like, yo, what are y'all, what? Huh?
Yeah,
the spirit of Larry Bird.
Nah, but that double
the double standard.
Double standard is crazy,
always going, and sadly,
that's not ladylike. That's classic.
That's not new to black women. Period.
It's only black women that they do it too.
That's it.
Right.
That's
because you elevated Caitlyn.
It's literally a part of the black woman's experience. Like, I mean, from small. It's just
I'm ready to swing on a lot of these white pundits, bro, in the media.
Like.
I'm ready to swing on these niggas, bro, and I can't
Don't
wait
miss.
for. When this podcast blows the fuck up, I can't wait because some of these niggas be talking crazy, bro.
They sure does.
You cannot sit there and tell me that you're more like Caitlin Clark. Not for nothing, I wouldn't look at her twice. If she was a heteronormative female who liked men, if I seen her out and about, I would not look at her twice.
Damn.
She literally looks like. She looks like somebody
don't finish
who
your
enjoys.
thoughts, please don't.
She looks like somebody who enjoys
just
Jello.
Say she unattractive.
Like,
I hate
Jello.
just say that.
Yeah, man.
Don't hurt her. Don't hurt her.
You know what I mean? She look like somebody who enjoys Jello, and I couldn't give a fuck
Not
about
Jello.
I couldn't give a fuck about Jello. I couldn't give a fuck about Jello, nigga. It's like, ew, you eat Jello? This is the first and last time we ever go on a
I haven't had
date.
Jello since I was like 5.
Angel Reese look like she know a Kool-Aid secret that will change my life.
She
You know what I'm saying?
She just sure
You know
does.
what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? Why are we
She knows
elevating
about
her?
the purple drink. Yeah, I hear
Purple, red, orange, nigga, whatever.
She doesn't.
Niggas don't know the flavors or none of that
Nah,
shit.
just the color.
It's just the color. We go by color.
I don't trust people that know the flavors.
Yo, Wale, I agree with everything you're saying, honestly, because it's definitely a double standard thing. It's stupid.
It's a race thing, too.
I didn't even like that the first lady. I'm not even gonna say her name. Just the first lady.
Yeah, that was so whack.
Even made the comment of like we should have both winning and losing team go to the White House. Excuse me. So what would happen if Iowa would have won? Would you have made that same
Shannon
comment?
Sharp said it. Uncle Shannon said it wouldn't have been extended if Iowa
It was not
won.
even.
It wouldn't have been an
Not
option.
even a thought.
Yep.
But because Iowa lost and she was so rooting for Caitlyn, and she was like, let's bring them to the White House.
They played such a good game.
Yeah,
no,
that's
nigga,
why.
they lost by 15.
Yes.
No.
Yes, they broke record. Yes, your comment, I guess it was meant to like uplift and empower women because they broke,
Crazy,
viewership and everything. But at the same time, it's like, you got to understand, like,
Don't go changing the rules.
No team ever, losing team ever went to the White House because they came in second. Never in history.
Facts.
Men or women. So it's like, yo,
Facts.
whatever you were smoking, put that aside.
Yo.
Focus
Put that
on
shit
our
out.
country. Like, honestly, that was crazy. And Jalen Rose, sure, Tony Yayo was the first one to do you can't see me, but John Cena made it popular with the rest of the industry. That's all it is.
Oh no, that's true. But like he wasn't, and John Cena even said it on Jimmy Fallon.
No.
Dressed as Peacemaker. I saw Tony Ayo video.
Yeah.
He was doing this, and I took that and I ran with it, and that's cool. Like you
As
do
long as
it.
they gave him his props, right? That's straight.
Yeah.
And like that's what it is. If you steal from us, you're a fashion designer. You're an artist. If somebody steals from our culture, just acknowledge it.
Yep.
If you want to borrow and make money off of it, just acknowledge it so people can go back. Like Morris Day. If you motherfuckers don't know,
Right. Hey, I was as soon as you said his name.
Listen, if you're gonna do that dance, just mention them. Because you got the platform for it, and let people allow people to Google it, go back, and be like, "Oh shit, wow, this isn't Jay and Silent Bob, but this was the shit way before this." You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take credit for something you didn't do, and that's what our issue is.
Right.
That's what our issue is. It's the hypocrisy, it's the double standards, and it's the taking credit of things that you have no fucking business taking credit for.
Yeah.
It's like
period.
The culture.
Yeah. So
rock and roll all over again.
Absolutely. So let me ask you this question completely off script. What is one of the most egregious things that you saw in the industry as a fashion designer and creative that was literally somebody who was not melanated stealing from us? And I know you got a lot. So just give us a more recent example if you can, or one that just like made you feel like, you know what?
I gotta think of so many.
I gotta go
crazy.
So
many.
I mean, yeah, it's really tropey. Like everything's, you get the stereotypes from Hollywood, you know, because that's who the ones that are producing what stereotypes are and what those look like, you know. So that's the mecca of stereotypes, and everything's just cliquey, you know. Like even when it's together, it's separate. So
that's sad. How do you power through that? When you know that, when
that's my comfort zone. I mean, I'm fine around black people.
She finds a clique.
Yeah, right. I'm fine.
So you bond? It's trauma bonding.
No, I don't trauma bond. I mean, if we're like consciously doing it, that's cool. But
all right. So y'all know. So it's a group of black folks that are also doing what you do, and in the industry, you guys are all locked in.
Right.
But you guys are like, all right, we know what it is, and this will be a common thread that connects us.
Exactly. Like,
and
you
we'll
gotta play
exist
the
that
game.
way.
You just gotta play the game. Like,
if
it is revolving around the YTs, then I mean,
that's hilarious.
If it's getting you a bag,
that's
then like get the bag. But at the end of the day, don't gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? Don't coon. You know, because I feel like the trouble is more with the black people than with white people, because white people are always going to show their face.
Right.
But you know,
do you experience cooning a lot from people that you like might think are alright, and then they coon and you're like, what the fuck?
I just peep everything. You know.
Have you seen people that you thought were like solid, and then they coon and you're like, what?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
More than 5 times.
More than 5 times. It's usually the people that are closest to you that is like, oh, you was just saying that you didn't care, bro. And then you find yourself in a situation where, you know, they just end up presenting themselves as this, you know, other kind of person. You know, but yeah, just not even to get into detail of it.
Yeah, you don't have to. Yeah. How do you deal with that mentally, like from a mental perspective? Because being an artist, being a designer, that's a very, very, very hard thing to do, because your brain and like your being, like your whole, everything that you are goes into what you create.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm a comedian before I am a podcaster. Well, now, because before I was a podcaster, before I was a comedian, because I had to get used to hearing my voice and shit. But anyway, when I write, I am not Wole that you all see here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I play a character on this podcast to an extent. A lot of what I say, I'll stand on outside of, you know, the pod. But as a person who has to think about things that universally is going to be funny to every different ethnic group of people, when you think about something that you're going to design and that everybody is going to wear, everybody, because I know motherfuckers is out here buying your shit. And if they're not, hey.
Or even more of a question, do you design like that?
Nah, yeah, everybody. It's not for everybody.
Yeah. It's only for Negroes?
No, I mean, it's not just for Negroes. It's just for my clientele. And
I'm about to be your client. I need to buy something.
Yeah, man.
I need to buy something. I'm going to the website. I'm going to the website. I'm gonna buy whatever you got up there.
No, seriously, pull that shit up right now. Stop playing. I don't
want
to hear no talk.
No. First off, I don't talk. And if I buy, I'm gonna buy all year. Okay. Like, that's the type of supporter that I am.
I do got some stuff for some niggas, so
okay.
I need a
you say
first-hand
niggas.
opinion.
Here I am.
First-hand opinion.
He here, I'm here. She got some? Because if she ain't got none, I ain't.
Wow.
I'm throwing her under the bus. It's not me throwing you under.
Throwing both y'all under the bus. You right there.
What you got that your sister made, yo?
Nothing. Actually, I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't shit.
Yeah, strangers support you more, honestly.
It's a fact.
Some of the things that she's got on the website,
that's a fact.
I can't afford, honestly. So
wait, your shit's expensive?
My shit is expensive, but that's the couture. Look,
for a hoodie?
No, first of all,
I hope it has.
It's a leather jacket and it's $250.
Got it. I hope it comes with a white slave.
I don't know if it could even fit me. Like,
if it comes with a white
multiple
slave.
sizes from extra
that's
small.
why I'm like, I take a look at. I'm like, I'm gonna buy
7X.
something, but then I was like, damn.
I'm gonna buy
expensive.
multiple things from you before summer even starts.
I'm gonna hold you to it.
I know. I got you.
You know where to find us too.
Absolutely, and I know where to find your shit.
Let me put a pin.
Let me put a pin up there. Yeah, we gonna do an episode and we gonna name it after your brand. And we all gonna be wearing that shit. Cause I owe them a gift. So I might. That's, you know what? You just gave me an idea. I'm gonna buy it. We all gonna wear something from your fucking line on an episode, and it's gonna be named after you.
It's gonna be spicy.
It's gonna be named after your
brand.
Give me a month.
I
can't wait.
I don't play.
Everything
I say,
I love them commissioner checks.
Okay. The bonus is coming in.
Oh my god! Just give me $5 back after I
$5. No.
After I cash out in the cart, nigga.
I beg.
I know. Now you telling me to West African. I beg. Woo! Go ahead. Finish your thought. I'm so sorry.
Where was we at?
We always go off on tangents.
Nah, but
we like to derail a lot.
I don't think that's where we was at. But when you said just support coming from strangers.
Yes, that's
that's I mean
that's a fact.
I'm sure there's many reasons for that, and it's not just hate. But how do you? Was there ever a time where that got under your skin or bothered you, or have you grown to accept that? Was it shocking to you?
I think it's more of just like an acceptance kind of thing. I mean, like my mom was always like working, like she was always providing for us in multiple ways.
Shout out to moms.
You feel me? And like she was able to get to see, some of the sports that I was in when she had the time to do so. But if she didn't, I didn't feel any type of way. And I just, kept doing my thing. Right. But I take that scenario and put it into my real life situations. If family's not like supporting me, I mean, sometimes it takes people to fuck with you for people wanting to fuck with you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Oh yeah, that's literally the blueprint. Yeah, that's how it goes.
I mean, eventually they'll catch on, but it's. I mean, I'm not gonna.
You're gonna do your thing anyway. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah.
Right.
That's why I talk so much shit about my people on this podcast, because I know they don't be listening. They're going to catch on way later and be like, what the fuck? She put that shit out there?
You said this about 50 episodes in. They're going to be like, what did she say?
Right. But I'm doing it now because I know they ain't listening.
Right.
That's so funny. That's so funny. All right. Let's transition to Josh's topic. Hip-hop power rankings. Top 25.
Complex top 25.
Complex. Do you want to run down the list? Run down the list. It's your topic.
No, I can't read right now, so that's all.
I got you. I'll run it down. So Complex does lists all the time. They're very controversial because people think that Complex is out of touch, and sometimes they really are just way off. But anyway, hip-hop power rankings in terms of hip-hop platforms that deal with hip-hop, that interview artists, blah, blah, blah. 25 on the list is Jazzy. This is their top 25. Jazzy is a 12-year-old girl, and she's adorable. And she's in the last 18 months, she's interviewed Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar. I ain't got no issues with that. Number 24, Nyla Simone. Nyla Simone was virtually an unknown until about a couple months ago. A lot of people figured out who she was because she was a guest on The Breakfast Club. And she was also a guest on Charlamagne the God's Brilliant Indians podcast. She's number 24. Number 23, Sway's Universe. The disrespect to Sway.
All right. So
To put
This is
him way up
disrespectful.
there. To put him.
nigga, he should
high
be
up
in
as
the
he
top.
did?
He
So-
should be number 5.
Nah.
so
I
just
thought so.
read the name from like do the rundown and then we could like break it down. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
because we're not gonna be.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to like do it that way, but I got you. So I'll go I'll go faster. 23 is Sway Calloway, Sway's Universe. He got disrespected. Number 22, Nardwar. He also got disrespected.
Definitely did.
Number 21, Anthony Fantano.
Never heard of him.
That nigga is too high, and he disrespected 20 through 1. I don't understand how he's that high. He should have been where Jazzy's at. Number 20, Nadeska Alexis, formerly of State of the Culture, not State of the Culture, the hip hop version of First Take with Joe Budden and DJ Academics.
R&B now
She was
radio
the-
and
yeah.
rap is rap life review.
Yeah. That's what she does now, and she was on the show with Joe Budden and Academics.
Everyday struggle.
Everyday Struggle, and it a year and a half, and it was done. But she's number 20. I'm not mad at that because I don't really hear shit about her. Number 19, Adam 22.
No jumper.
No Jumper.
All right, I heard about No Jumper,
I don't know
but
how I feel about
I
that.
haven't tapped in.
Number 18, Big Boy.
Big boy in the morning.
Should be way higher.
Disrespected.
He should be in the top 10. I don't
Wait,
understand.
that's mad disrespectful.
He's very disrespectful.
We didn't even get to the bottom. I don't even know
Yep.
who's down there, but still.
Number 17, Brandon Jinx Jenkins. Do you know any of these people?
No.
No.
I know Big Boy.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
Boy?
some of
I
those
know
bigger
Big Boy
names, yeah.
too,
Like,
but
He
I
got
don't know anyone
disrespected.
else.
He should not be number 18. He should be
No
number.
way.
He should be number fucking 3. But anyway,
the rap caviar, like now that
that's
Go ahead.
fine. But Jinx at 17 is fine.
Mhm.
I don't.
it's the
really,
brand I know. It's the thing.
But
It's
you-
not
Rap
him.
Caviar, the
But not
Rap
the
Caviar
persona.
pod,
Yeah.
the
Right.
Rap Caviar playlist on Spotify is very popular.
And they got the Hulu John.
Yeah, and I'm
documentary.
happy that Jinx got that because I fuck with Jinx. Jinx is a cool nigga and he knows hip hop. But like 17, he's fine there. But is he better than Big Boy? No.
Hell no.
Anyway, number 16, Peter Rosenberg.
God bless.
Ebro in the morning.
Ebro is like the persona of that show. It's not much. Like Peter knows what he's talking
Ebro
about.
got demoted to be the personality of that show. People don't get that. Like Ebro was the creative director at 97, what a Hot 97, Hot Net, whatever the fuck it is.
97.9.
He was the head nigga.
Yeah.
But he would come down all the time and he would interrupt Rosenberg and Laura Stiles all the time and like just sit in their show and like interview the artists. And so the CEO was like, well, we're gonna fire you. We're gonna take the creative director position away from you, and we're gonna make you the head of their morning show since you're always fucking there. Peter Rosenberg should not be 16 on this list in front of Big Boy or Jinx or
Or
fucking,
Angie Martinez.
or-
All right. Like, we ain't even get
no,
down
he's
there
no
yet. Like,
Angie's after him. I'm glad they didn't disrespect her that much. But anyway,
They
Peter
still
Rosenberg,
did.
number 16. Funkmaster Flex. There's no way Peter Rosenberg is
Why is
before
Funk-
Funkmaster Flex. man.
Right. Why is Funk all the way over there?
He's number 15. Like
That's wild.
Complex. Who makes these lists with y'all niggas?
I
Who
mean,
is there? We need to see the backstage footage, unadulterated, unfiltered, of like how y'all. What? Anyway, number 14, Angela Yee. Angela Yee now, she got the lip service. Way Up with Angela Yee. That's her new radio show. Breakfast Club, formerly blah blah blah.
That's wild to me. So where's Charlemagne?
He's top
still
4.
on the
He's number
Breakfast
4.
Club.
He's top 4.
But we're not there
Exactly.
yet. We're not there yet. We're
That's
not there yet.
crazy.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
That's wild.
Number 13, Ebro. I feel like he should be where Jinx is, and Jinx should be where Jazzy is. Jazzy should be number 24, and Jinx should be.
God damn.
Jinx should be 25. Ebro's number 13. Ebro in the morning, Ebro show, Rap Life Radio, Rap Life Review, The Message. I don't understand why light-skinned niggas who are half white and half black get to have such a high motherfucking status in our culture.
But
I
the
don't
list
get
is
that.
not done yet, so.
It's not. But like Ebro was one of those niggas who grew up because he grew up in New York and he's biracial, he gets to have this status, and I don't get it because he's a Jew. He's a Jew. Like why do we respect this nigga? But anyway, he's before Angie Martinez, who is number 12.
Yeah, she should be higher.
She should be in the top 10. Angie Martinez should be like.
We're gonna have to
6.
come up with our own top 10
Well-
because this shit is
well,
pissing
part
me.
of-
The more I
Exactly.
read,
So-
I'm like,
Exactly.
who made this?
So
Exactly.
part of the reason I posted this so we could also like
Create our own.
Yeah, like
We can
what
do
would
that
be your
now.
top 5 or how you would rearrange it?
And then they
basically.
got Carisha.
Look, I was
No,
gonna
no,
say
no,
she's
no,
the
no,
only.
no, wait.
Jason
She's
Lee.
the
Calm
only
down.
woman in the
Calm
top 10.
Calm
That's
down.
crazy. Ain't she
She
new?
ain't earned that spot.
She brand new.
Right.
She ain't
4
earned that
months.
spot.
Spanking.
4. That's it. Brand spanking new, like you said. Brand new.
She's
We
the
gonna get
only
to it.
woman.
Don't
Just
jump
a-
ahead.
All right, my
Boom.
bad.
Boom, boom. Number 11.
Pissed me
Jason
off.
Lee. Jason Lee at number 11. I'm not mad at. Jason Lee is. He's exceptional at what he does. I think that he brings out the best in all of his interviews. Jason Lee with the T, that segment on the Breakfast Club when he was a guest for those 2 weeks was the most entertaining that the Breakfast Club has been since Angela Yee left.
delightful.
And I like Jason Lee as a personality. I think he brings out the best and worst of whoever he interviews, but he does it in a way that's nurturing and that's with love. So I'm not mad at him and Hollywood Unlocked being at number 11. So I'll say that. Number 10, Matt Hoffa. I don't know why the fuck
know
this
who he
nigga is
is.
here. He's a battle rapper who interviews other rappers and battle rappers in a barbershop in Harlem or Queens.
Mike Hoffa?
Math
Math
Hoffa.
Oh.
He should not be there. He should be in the 20s. Why he's in the top 10, I don't know.
He slid somebody. A little
DJ
something.
Vlad at number 9. Trash.
He's trash.
He's in the top 15. He is not at number 9. He should be in the top 15 at number 14 or 15. I don't know why he's there. He is a bitch. He
Oh,
threatened.
damn.
He threatened to sue Rick Ross for saying that he was going to slap him because all of the shit that he does is culture
He's mad,
vulture.
right,
It's-
right. I was gonna say he's
Yeah,
mad, messy.
He's
messy.
a culture vulture. He incites beef
Yeah.
with other artists, with rap artists, and he's just a bitch ass Russian Jew person.
Right?
What
What do you have against Jews? Let's get
No, he's a Rush. He's a bitch. Like I don't mind Jews. I don't mind Jews. I don't want Jews trying to pretend like the Holocaust was slavery. That's my beef. Like, stop.
Get it,
Y'all
Jay.
niggas was killed for a couple years. 2, the max. We were killed for 400.
All right.
Like, it's not. We
It's not even records.
nigga. That's like comparing.
They try to say that they
Yeah.
like.
That's like comparing
Right.
Capitol Grill steak to a Wendy's burger, nigga. Like, no, we're not
Stop.
doing that. Anyway,
Like Hitler tried to exterminate their whole race at
yeah,
once, but
he only did it because he was threatened by you motherfuckers, and he was right. Because what do they do now in Hollywood? Anyway,
right.
Oh shit.
Elliot Wilson.
A lot of tea there.
Yeah, there's a lot of tea, and you know better than us. You've been sipping it for a long time. Don't be looking at me all crazy with the yo.
double glasses.
Tommy
should've had
got
a whole-
the Wayne from a different world glasses on. She got frames within the frames.
Yo.
Stop that. Looking good. With her tight ass. Yo, 2 claps. Let me get. She got. You know what I mean? She already knows she a problem. Goddamn. Lord have mercy. All right. Elliot Wilson at number 8. Rap Radar Podcast. All right. He should be in the top 5 because they had some.
They got him bulleted on this list.
Carisha, nigga,
Let's talk about
at
it.
number 7.
Because what is she
City
known
Girls.
for? It was a
City
reality
Girls.
TV show? City Girls?
And
But she
Diddy's
also has
girlfriend.
she has
Where you been? I
6.5
love Carisha,
million
but not, she
IG
shouldn't be on this
followers.
list
Is
like
she-
that.
Carisha's
City
the one
Girls?
that
Part of
dates
City
Diddy,
Girls,
right?
yeah, he's
Honestly,
yeah,
she's
she's
the
one
one
of
that's
Diddy's
hooking up with
girlfriends.
Right. If City Girls is a part of it, I
She's
fucks
Diddy's
with it.
sugar
I'm not
baby.
gonna lie.
Right.
Although I don't know who they are personally.
Mm.
Just know them as a group. But Miami, if they're a part of Diddy,
She's
Diddy's
Young
a
Miami.
businessman.
She's
and
Young Miami.
Anything that's Diddy, even if you're indirectly associated,
It's gonna make
you're
money.
gonna win. Yeah,
It's gonna make money. So you're cool with that? Her being number 7
No.
on
She
Absolutely
fucking probably
No.
paid for that through like accolades.
sucking his dick?
I mean, nah, I don't think so. I mean, you ain't gonna see me saying it.
You got it. 2 claps. She got relationships to protect. I don't. Because we all know, a lot of niggas know Diddy is not heterosexual.
No,
And
he-
it's all for show.
Oh,
And
so-
that's Wole saying that. That's Wole and Kimby saying that.
Right. Yeah. You don't see no cosign.
Yeah, no cosign from my Lavender Queen. all her
All
older
the all
sister
black.
wearing all black. But Carisha should not be number 7, bro. I don't care.
I don't think so
Yeah.
either.
I don't care how
Just
viral
found
her
out
last
about
couple
her.
interviews went viral. That's wild. That's fucking wild.
But she's gonna keep going up.
Yeah,
So it
because
is.
Just those
because
implants.
she's
She's trending.
problematic.
She's
What do you
trending
call
right
it?
now too.
One of those like not a test tube, but
That's
like
good.
the implants.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, 100%.
Implanted in the-
She's an industry implant for sure.
Yeah.
She's on a Macklemore. Number 6, Kai Cenat.
Not.
J Poppy. How'd you
Why
feel
the
about this?
Oh, okay.
No, well,
Poppy.
J
Mommy.
Poppy, and then Cheeks.
J Mommy and then J Poppy.
J Mommy. I
Girl.
love that.
You're mad.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love
J
that.
Poppy, then J Mommy. How
No,
y'all feel?
let her cook. Let her cook.
No. You
Hey,
want
Mama's ready to cook. All
Nah,
right.
nah,
J
nah,
Mommy,
nah, nah.
how are you feeling about it?
good.
Huh?
I want to know how you feel.
Somebody cook.
Then you.
Then me? I mean, like,
How you feel about Kai Cenat being number 6 on this list after the year that he's had?
after the year he has,
All the drama with him.
I have mixed emotion about it. I like part of me is kind of happy he's on the list, but being ranked too high, I think it's a little bit unfair. I don't think he has the work to be in that position.
Word.
personally.
Word.
And he's still young, so he's still making mistakes.
Kid's
and
22 years old.
I know
If that.
he's still young, so
Yeah.
I feel like between like 15 to 20, I think will be a good range for him with
Mhm.
everything he accomplished. But
Word.
top 6 is like
It's
yeah.
wild. Top 10 is crazy.
He had to pay someone in Complex to put him in that spot. That's my thought.
Gotcha. J Mommy.
J Mommy.
I love that.
Get him the fuck off that list. Like,
Right.
I'm being nice, man.
he was being mad nice about it. He
Right.
was not.
I was
on
doing
that
the good
spot.
cop.
Why
Why?
is he on the list?
Let her cook.
Yeah,
Why
nah.
did he earn it?
Well, he just hasn't even put in enough time. And
Yeah.
honestly,
Word.
like, if we're talking about, and what was the title of it? Like, in the hip hop industry.
Yeah, hip hop
He's
power
still
rankings.
so young that he don't know half. He's like a, you know.
He don't know shit
he don't
about
know-
hip hop.
Right. That was what I was gonna say.
He don't know shit
like,
about hip hop.
He missed it.
Yeah.
He missed that
Facts.
train.
So
said,
why
"Get
is
him
he
the
number
fuck
6?
He missed that
Because
train,
complexes are full of a bunch of goofballs, and that's
It's nuts,
to her
yo.
point. All right, number 5, Nori, Drink Champs. How y'all feel about Nori's ranking?
As a Latino,
Yay or nay?
No,
Yay or nay?
as a
Yay?
Not
Yay.
that, not that position, but yay.
I felt
Like,
I feel like he should have been in the top 3.
that as a Latino, I definitely wanted
least
him
he's top
at least
5 at the
top
least.
5. At least top
At the
5.
very
Like 4 or 5, I would have been good.
I'm glad that he's top 5. I feel like Drink Champ should be in the top 3 because
The group, it's the brand itself.
like yeah, that's what he's known for. That's why he here. This is hip hop.
Well,
Drink Champs has the best interviews
They do.
from the most unsuspecting artists,
sure
but they're
does.
also the most relevant artists from every single decade
Mhm.
at the time that you don't expect it.
Yeah.
That's why they should be top 3,
But-
not top 5. Because if I go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. No,
didn't
go
mean,
ahead, Ken.
didn't mean to cut you, but part of their criteria of this list, it doesn't focus more on the brand, but more of the personnel. So that's why Nori is there instead of his.
Yeah, no, I get it. I
So-
mean, Nori is messy. He's dumb.
He's fun to like. He's entertaining. You know
He's
what I mean?
entertaining, but he's also
But that's-
very dumb.
But that's why I would put him.
He's
4
not
or
a
5.
good interviewer. Like DJ EFN washes him in every interview. Like Nori is not a smart human being. He
And
gets drunk.
everything we got to clap for. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
for
It's like-
sure.
yeah.
Listen.
Round of applause. Yeah.
I'll do that for them.
Love.
Hey, that's what they do, right?
Oh, you fucked my
But-
wife. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's how Nori be. Yo,
Nori. That's
you
Nori.
You're literally proving my point. Nori is a messy ass nigga. He's very sloppy.
But the interviews that he accomplished and
Bro, he
got
had-
recorded, that's
boom.
big.
This year alone, he had Pharrell. Well, last year, 2022,
Kanye
he had
was the biggest
Pharrell,
one.
Kanye, Kevin Hart, Pusha T. He had
Was Wale in it?
Wale. He has bro. And I'm like, how the fuck is Nori getting these interviews? If you have Kanye
Then Pusha T.
and Kevin Hart, no, fuck Pusha T. I love Pusha T. That's my nigga. I love him. But if you have
Bill.
Kevin Hart and
Kanye West.
you had this nigga Kanye in the same year,
His
You're
resume.
goated.
what are we talking
Right.
about? There's no comparison to any other platform. And then he went on to have Pusha, Fat Joe,
Big Sean.
Like Big Sean.
We fucks with Big Sean.
Like he had huge interviews, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
His interviews are epic. That's all I gotta say.
Excuse me.
But
Facts, bro.
I'm getting text
Facts.
about the bathroom space.
And then he had Joe Budden, who's number 1 on this punk ass list. But anyway, number
Yo, I was
number four, Gilly and Wallow. They should be number 2. They should be number 2 though. Number 3, Charlamagne the God, who should be number 1. He should be number 1.
He should be number 1. Yeah.
He should be number 1.
Interesting.
Why Angela Yee should be way
Angela
Okay.
Yee should be number 9. She should be in the top 10 for sure.
Why? Because she's a female.
Oh shit! No, Tommy.
No, she should be number 9.
No, Tommy.
They're on the
Stop.
same show. Why doesn't she get?
Not anymore.
But they were for how many years?
But lip service has been around for a long time, so that is like a big reason why I see Tommy's point. She's been doing lip service for a long time. She had some great.
She's number 14. Her being number 9 is not a slight. I think she should have been in the top 10 at number 9. Yeah. I don't think it's a bad thing.
No,
I think what she brought to the Breakfast Club was
female's perspective.
That and like the rumor report. I hate when Envy does it. It doesn't sound the same. It doesn't hit the same. It's trash. But I also I gotta. Because I look at it from a perspective of you don't strike me as a person that's going to play like the PC game when you're interviewing an artist or somebody that comes onto the show. Mm-hmm. Angela Yee would do that. And like she would pull back if she felt like I can't ask certain questions because this person might feel like they're not going to answer it because I'm who I am. Like insecurity, basically. Right. And I've seen it a bunch of times. Like when, what the fuck is her name? Oh my God, what's her name? The artist, the singer. Is it K Michelle? K Michelle. When K Michelle was up there, about a couple months after, what the hell?
Memphis Hits.
Not Memphis Hits. Uncle Murder.
Okay.
K Michelle went up there like 2 or 3 months after Uncle Murder went up there. The whole time that Uncle Murder was up there, Angela Yee was co-signing a lot of shit that Uncle Murder was saying. And some of the shit that he was saying was disrespecting black women via K Michelle. When K Michelle went up there and called Angela Yee out on it, she didn't fucking defend herself. She kind of just sat there like, yeah, I'm trash for that. You know what I'm saying? And because of those and she had a lot of those moments. And because of those moments, that's why she's number 14. But if she was true to herself and didn't play the game that Charlamagne plays, because I ain't going front. There are double standards, and there's a lot of hypocrisy in how you all can act when it comes to the media shit. There just is. I could be as sloppy as I want, and people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, well, like he just crazy." But for you, it's like, oh,
it'll
damn.
stick. It'll stamp.
JaTia is like really messy.
Right.
Tommy's really messy. We glad we love her fucking clothes because she messy. And we already know they're gonna say your ass is messy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just is what it is.
Right.
But like, no, at 14, I feel like that's where she deserves to be.
Okay.
Because if she was any higher, it would not work out for her. But let me go back to where we was at.
Academics
at number
nigga.
Yeah, he's a bitch ass nigga. Academics at number 2. He incites beef. He creates
He's
drama.
Such a bitch,
I don't understand why Complex will vote this nigga at number 2. And I also don't. Him and Joe Budden being 2 and 1 is crazy, but it also makes sense because they had a show on Complex
Everyday Struggle
3 years ago. Yeah, Everyday Struggle. So it makes sense. It's just like,
who the
fuck listens to Joe Budden right now? Who goes out of their way to listen to fucking Academics?
But I mean, like, I follow him.
You follow who?
Academics.
On Twitter,
On Instagram.
for the drama.
Why?
Because he does have intel.
Do you think his intel was that worthy where he's the number 2 in the hip hop power rankings?
Well, Complex.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, it's from
yes or no?
the POV of Complex, then yeah, but from any
for
other
you,
POV,
you're really there though. You're really living that life. Does he have the clout that they claim that he has? Yes or no?
But if it's not him, then it is Charlamagne.
It should be Charlamagne.
Charlamagne,
and
he's always trying to get something.
Of course, listen, I'm not.
I hear you, Tommy. You right?
Yeah, no, Tommy cooking with grease. I feel you.
What's the difference?
Put the water in the bacon.
I don't fuck with any of them. I don't fuck with anybody in the top 4. I fuck with Nori. Because Nori he's just a sloppy hood nigga.
Noriega?
You know what I'm saying? Noriega is a sloppy hood. He's sloppy as fuck.
Yeah, right.
He's sloppy hood.
And that's why it's cool, because he can get sloppy, because we just say that's OG. Like,
exactly. He a sloppy hood nigga. Yeah. He has no media training. He says whatever he wants.
Which I love.
If he starts drinking, he gets mad sloppy. The conversation goes
everywhere.
That's why he should be higher than that.
Yes.
But when it comes to Gilly and Wallow, they got $100 million contract from Barstool Sports.
Big time.
They signed it in October. They have a job to do. They have to play, absolutely, 1,000% well deserved, but they got to play a certain role. Charlamagne the God, he's number 3. He has to play a certain role. He got contracts with fucking Power 105, Comedy Central, blah, 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 whatever. Academics, as much as he tries to talk like he's not an industry nigga, nigga, you got industry money to come to you through Complex and a bunch of other platforms. And then for the number 1 nigga, Joe Budden, you over here talking about, I got the Joe Budden Podcast Network. Nigga, no.
Wait, Joe Budden's number 1?
He's Joe number
Budden,
1.
Number 1, yeah.
He's number 1.
But he's like the OG of podcasting. That's part of the reason.
That's why Complex did it, because he was the first one. Yeah. He was the first rapper.
You might as well have said Joe Rogan. Like,
whoa. Tommy, we love you, but don't go that far.
Like, come on.
We don't do that here.
But she's not. You're so stupid.
We don't do that here. No.
No, but she's not wrong, though, because when it comes to the podcast game, right? There's two niggas. It's Joe Rogan and Cadillac Jack. Rest in peace to Cadillac Jack.
Yeah.
They were the first 2 men, period, to like say, you know what, we're not doing the traditional radio shit, we're gonna do podcasts. Cadillac Jack, he was an attorney in the hip-hop sphere for decades. He represented whoever you think of, he represented them, and he had his own podcast, and it was very successful, and it was great up until his time of passing. Joe Rogan was a nigga who did it on the comedy side. And those niggas was like 1 and 2. The 1 and 2. This is like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
When it comes to Joe Budden, he was the 3rd nigga. But he's the only one.
He's the actual nigga.
He's the actual nigga. But he's the 3rd nigga from hip hop. And he's been around for a very long time. Right. Joe Budden is the first rapper to like put his shit out on YouTube. Right. It wasn't Soulja Boy. It was Joe Budden. But Soulja Boy was the first nigga to make it poppin' to put your shit on the internet. It was Joe Budden first. I remember when I was like 19 years old watching Joe Budden race Joel Ortiz on Joe Budden TV on his YouTube. Like that was 2008.
Right there.
That was a very long time ago. So Joe Budden is not undeserving of the number 1 spot. But he shouldn't be number 1.
In this listing, yes.
Yes.
But this is the part where I was hoping it get a little bit more interesting. There are a few individuals, personally, that I believe that should be in the power ranking, not Complex, because obviously we see that there's a lot of favorism in this. In this listing, which like 1 and 2, I don't really fully agree with, but that's here nor there.
Who?
Joe and Academic, like to me, I see them more like bottom top 10 than top. For me, when it comes to like hip hop and current, individuals that are in the scene, first of all, Carlos motherfucking Miller has to be like in the top
85 South needs to be in the top. Yeah,
not the
they're
brand.
Not even on the list.
Not the brand, because keep in mind during the pandemic, Chico Bean and DC Young Fly were not in the show. It was just Carlo Miller bringing like artists and doing the interview by himself. So
that's a great point.
Miller right there should be top 5. This that's right here, it could be a hit and miss for you guys, but this is my personal opinion. T-Pain.
T-Pain currently is killing it with the podcast world.
Your turn was crazy. No, but it's true.
Seriously.
It's true.
Like,
Yo, J Poppy, you just.
It's very
I
interesting.
love you, bro. I love you. I love you. You just did some shit.
Yeah.
Because I forgot about the impact of T-Pain.
T-Pain.
During COVID. I forgot about it. And it wasn't, it's right now. Right now. His wife makes a custom drink for every guest that comes on.
Every drink.
His show. Every fucking show.
I never even tapped in. I feel so.
Oh my God.
Oh, shit.
T-Pain's wife
Look.
is an older Latina woman. She's like Colombian or some shit.
Yeah, she's Latina.
She makes a custom
drink.
alcoholic beverage.
Or non-alcoholic if you don't drink.
Non-alcoholic if you don't drink. She's literally a mixologist. And she makes a custom drink for every guest that this nigga has. And she's been doing this since 2021.
One of my favorite...
This nigga's cooking with grease.
For recommendation, highly recommend watch the Carlo Miller episode, Country Wayne, because those two have me rolling.
Okay.
If you really want to go into the...
They went on T-Pain's?
Yes.
On
Okay,
T-Pain's
yeah,
podcast.
yeah.
Snoop Dogg was so of a showmanship in that episode, and if you want to go really deep into like what the behind drama type of situation,
cooking.
DJ Drama was a guest, and that was the longest episode in the T-Pain podcast.
It was almost 3 hours.
And he talked about the death of Autotune, how
Yeah.
T-Pain felt about it, all the drama that he was part of, everything was.
He was
in
able to pull out a T-Pain with a lot of regular people that
Could
are
not
part of
do.
different media could not do, bruh.
That's
No,
fire. I gotta go back.
Wow.
Yo, F5. You're my
F5,
nigga for
boom.
that.
Yeah.
You're my nigga for that. Because you cooked just now.
Yo, there's a lot
That's-
of great individuals that personally I feel, and in this list too, Big Boy should be also in the top 10.
Absolutely.
Freaking.
There's artists that will only go to him. They
Sway
won't
in
go
the
to
morning.
anyone else.
Sway in the Morning got to be in
It's
the top
such a
10 as
badge,
well.
As an artist, like if I was an artist, I want to
Sway,
go Big Boy in the
yeah, Sway in the
I want-
Morning is
yeah.
24. How
That's
disrespectful
so
is that?
disrespectful.
That's-
But that's what I mean about. This is what I mean about having certain people that miss the train. They don't even know who Sway is, other than you know what I mean. A couple.
That's wild, bro.
They
No,
missed the train.
and
Whoever
not-
made this list, I guarantee you, they're under 25.
Oh, bet.
Oh, 100%.
And Nawar, my God, like
He's in the top 10.
he's
Narwhal?
Nadwa.
Nawar.
Narwhal.
Yeah,
The
the Canadian dude.
ginger?
Yeah, with the glasses.
Yeah. Oh my God, he needs to be number one because he knows information that no one else knows.
Yeah.
When he
Nadwa, he
revealed
should be
that
in the
J.
top
Cole
5.
was the one that told Dr. Dre to pick up Kendrick Lamar, that was like, oh shoot! And I never seen J. Cole speechless before until that episode.
Yeah, he
Word.
asked him who he was
Yeah,
because he felt
Oh,
like
man.
he knew too much.
yo.
You
So
know
to
what
me,
I'm
this
saying?
list is definitely most of it has to be dismissed. But if you guys
He's a
could,
young person.
yeah. But if you guys individually could think of your top 5 hip hop media outlet, who would it be? Personnel or brand? Who would it be? Like, take 5 seconds and think about it. While you're thinking about it, ladies and gents, don't forget to make sure you follow us on all of our social media.
Absolutely.
You know, we got a
Pregame
YouTube, we got
401.
a IG.
Yeah.
Make sure you like, subscribe, share with a friend. All right, guys, who's ready to answer my question?
Listen, you wildin', but top 5 definitely gonna be Sway.
Ooh,
Sway at number 2, Big Boy at number 1.
nice. I like
Drink
that.
Champs at number 3. Drink Champs at number 3, for sure. Number 4 is gonna be. It's gonna be the Brilliant Idiots podcast with Charlamagne because they make some amazing points on that podcast. And number 5 would have to be Gillian Wallow.
Gillian
Wallow. Their podcast has bloomed in a way that it has bloomed in a way that I've
In a
never
natural way, yeah.
expected it to. And they signed a $100 million contract 2 months ago, and their cousins, like real life cousins, they hugged it out, and I cried. And I love everything that they do, bro. Like, they had Michael B. Jordan, Kevin Hart. They had a lot of really good interviews just from January to now.
Mm-hmm,
Them niggas are not playing, and they're Philly guys. And,
Who'd you have for number 3? Sorry.
Number 3 was
Drink Champ.
Drink
Drink
Champs.
Champs. Yeah, it was EFN and this nigga. Nori. Nori's hard to root for.
He's the uncle in that Spanish party that always be like, "Hey, so what do you know? Another drink? Come on, drink with me."
He's hard to root for, but like that podcast is incredible, bro.
It is.
Like him and DJ EFN, they figured it out. It's like get these niggas drunk and let's ask them hard questions. But like Nori gets fucked up,
Real fucked up.
and so it's like I'm asking hard questions and I'm hard drunk. It's hard. But anyway, Tia, you're five.
So I agree with your two, your top two, your 1 and 2. But then I would just say, and you said brands too, so I would say the original Breakfast Club, like all of them together, because I just feel like for a long time,
Agreed.
that was a good run they had, just keeping people current and whatever. Like if that's what I would listen to figure out who's new, what's hip, what's going on with our industry artists.
Donkey of the day, man. That shit's
I love Drink Champs too, so I would have to put them up at number 4, and then number 5. I'm trying to think who was I. There was somebody I was pissed off about on a list. I'll have to pull
was
it
not
back up.
Jazzy. Was it Funk Master Flex?
I mean, they disrespected
Jinx?
him, but like, I didn't feel like he was.
It wasn't Jinx. It was.
No, hold on. Give me a second.
My nigga Jinx.
Hold up.
Yeah, Jinx. He gotta get a little more respect.
Bro, when do you got shades on?
I took her.
He took my shades. He's been doing that.
I'm like,
lately.
I just look up at me like, what the fuck?
Like,
I'm
yo,
in the
we
Matrix or some
styling on
shit.
it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's crazy because
It's
I really
April
didn't.
7th, nigga. We out here.
Happy Good Friday, people.
Yeah, happy Good Friday, God damn it. I don't get to, hunt for Easter eggs with money in them, so I'm gonna
That's
wait
some
and see.
white people shit, man. I
Hey,
wish.
listen, you know what's crazy? That's one of the most ridiculous cons ever. Hunting for Easter eggs and then thinking that you got some because you had coins in the fucking egg, the plastic egg, and then you let the other little white boy or the other little kid get the egg that didn't sound like it had nothing in it, and then you find out it was a $5 bill. Man, I was ready to fight. It's like, damn, who puts 4 quarters in a plastic egg, bro? Who does that?
White people.
Tomika.
I gotta
They put dollars in there.
I gotta.
Tommy, who does that?
You know who does it.
White people. You know who.
White
Who
people.
does that?
Okay,
Tia, you do it.
Who white?
Don't leave me hanging.
Oh my God.
Yo, I'm so glad that happened. I'm so glad that happened. Yo, J Poppy, why won't NBA players give Josh Hart a dap? Why is he always left hanging, Josh Hart? Let me show y'all.
Wait, I was gonna say I haven't seen it.
But wait. Before y'all I gotta close out though, cause I got the babies asleep.
Nah, do your
We
thing.
got
Do your
early
thing.
plans.
Go ahead.
But I had a wonderful time. Continue the conversation.
This is your podcast, so you
I
can
know.
talk your shit.
Talk my shit.
Let them know where to find you too.
They know how to find me. Government. JaTia Rollins.
JaTia Rollins on
I'm
everything.
open for bookings, for cleaning. Sass and Class Cleaning Service. What else I got going on? I'm open for bookings and vacations. That's it.
Okay,
That's
girl.
it.
And buy her
Flew
merch.
me out.
Cheeks
That's
and
it.
Beach.
I need to get flued
Hashtag.
out. Like,
Cheeks on the beach. That's what it was.
Cheeks
right?
on the beach.
yo,
Fly.
I love that
Yeah.
hashtag.
Vlogging.
That's your
Hashtag that
new.
shit.
It is.
Everybody
Yeah.
trying to call her cheeks. I feel you. Y'all niggas think you're slick.
He said, "Don't
Everyone
do
gonna
it.
watch it.
Don't even
walk
try
out.
it."
I'm mad.
All right, love y'all. I'm out.
I love you too. I love you
All right,
too, girl.
girl.
Get home safe.
See you.
Miss Tommy, your list.
Ooh, y'all don't want to know my list.
I definitely want to know your list now. Go ahead, girl.
Joe Budden's number 5 for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine. I'm not mad at that.
definitely. Academics is probably number 3.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Like, no one's number 4 for real.
Nobody's. I never heard of that talking.
Yeah, that's
She
no, she's in
nobody.
it, so it makes sense.
For real.
It makes sense. It makes so
Honestly, Narwhal is number 1
Yes.
just because of the intel and like no one can do it like he
The
does.
Jay-Z interview is such a
much
nice
sense. Except for
moment.
Sean from Hot Ones.
You
That
feel like
nigga be
he
knowing.
could do it like Narwhal?
He's up there. He's comparable. He's not Nawar, but he's comparable. Because everybody
What's
that
the
goes up to
uniqueness?
Hot Ones, what the fuck, nigga? How'd you know that?
Okay.
I was fucking 8 years old.
Right.
Yeah. Sean from Hot Ones is up there.
Okay.
He's not Nardwell, but he's up there.
Okay,
Oh,
bet. I'll give it to him.
Hot wings, hot questions.
Right.
You're so stupid. Shut up.
That's
I can't stick.
That's their mantra. Like, what you want me to say? Like,
I can't stand this nigga, yo.
Yeah, and then Nori number 2. So,
Okay.
there we go.
Miss Cassie.
Okay, so my number 1, I think, would be Charlemagne. He's number 1. Number
How?
2.
Yeah,
How? I think his
Charlemagne
personality
is
is like.
he's just so greasy.
His personality is amazing to me. Like he
now
has
you
that.
understand.
I love it. I love his personality. Like he kills me with everything. Like literally, I love his slick comments. I love everything.
You
like,
love that.
I love
Would
it.
you date Charlemagne if he wasn't a married man with 4 daughters?
And he's not as light skinned as he was before.
No, I wouldn't do it.
So why do you love him so much? I don't get it.
It like his personality is what gets me.
Got
The
it.
snarking.
But you wouldn't
the
date him.
snarky comments, the donkey of the day, the you know what I
Donkey
mean?
of the Day is great.
I love that. Like I love
it
it.
too.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah,
For the
I think he's so
for the
smart.
internet.
He's intelligent.
He's
you know
not
what I
smart.
mean?
He is smart, but
He's
I
not
mean,
smart.
like,
He's intelligent.
He plays smart
he
really good.
gets fed information. you know,
Absolutely.
and
he got
just-
some amazing producers.
Right. I don't know. There's something sleazy
But
about
he's-
him that I just.
No, he's sleazy. He's sleazy.
I've
That's
always
why he
just
got
read
punched
it.
in the face. He got dropped. Bitch
Wait,
ass.
By
punch
who?
him in the face again?
He got punched in the face a decade ago.
By
By
who
who?
though?
Random niggas that wanted to drop.
Yeah, he made
Damn,
that
random New York
Yeah.
niggas.
No,
His chain and his sneakers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sheesh.
It
I
was
mean,
the-
he talks a lot of shit. I mean, it was bound to happen.
He ain't
at some
about
point.
that life.
Smack that ass.
Charlamagne ain't about that life. That's why he got security.
during his like
wherever he
wild
go.
comment era. Yeah, like he got dropped.
Even right now, he got security. He
Oh,
talk
shit.
crazy, but he got security. They're not far.
He got the
You
money for
can't
it.
see them. Like we're in our studio, right? His security is right there, right on the other side of the door. If anything go crazy,
Any moment.
He's not dumb.
Ready to.
But he
wrestle.
always makes me feel like he's, you know, like the people that they look off to when they're like,
Yeah,
that's who he's abiding by.
yeah.
You know, and like he
100%.
just seems
he got
like he's a
masters
coon.
for sure. He's got
Right.
masters
He's
for sure.
giving.
I mean,
coon.
in his early days, he was, you know what I
No.
mean?
I
He
stopped
was
right now.
watching.
Right now.
Okay, right now.
It's even worse because he got a deal with Comedy Central. He got a comedy show on a comedy network, and he's not a comedian. You got to think
But
about
he's
that.
funny, though.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
Said who?
No, the fuck he's not.
I think
Tommy,
he's
Tommy
mean.
makes sense.
I think he's a
No, he's
mean
not.
person, and then
I'm a
some
comedian.
people-
He's not funny,
Right.
nigga. He's
Yeah,
not.
I don't see
I'm
him as
funny.
You've
I've
never
made-
laughed at anything he said.
I've
He can say funny things,
Yeah.
but that doesn't mean that.
That
he's-
was written
I'm
for
a
him.
comedian for real. Like
He
I
has
made you
ghostwriter,
laugh.
basically.
I made you laugh
Right.
at 2 different shows, 2 different environments. I made you laugh. Am I not funny?
Matter of fact.
You're funny, of course.
Is Charlamagne on the
She
par
said
of me?
upgraded.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying he's a comedian.
No, I'm saying. Is
I
he,
think there's people that think he's
Thank
funny.
you.
Is he funny enough to have a show on Comedy Central?
He's a personality, yeah.
No, he's not.
He's not a
He's a
personality.
public figure.
He wants that recognition because that's his ego, but he's not. Like I'll laugh.
He's got a following.
I'll
so.
perform
Yeah,
circles
he
around
does.
him. He does, but he's not funnier than me. Get the fuck out of here.
No
That
one
nigga-
said that.
Exactly.
No, I know nobody said that, but like I'm asking her because she's like, oh yeah, he's on. No, he's okay.
Well, let her finish her list. So he's number 1. Who's number 2 through 5?
Okay, so Drink Champs, I think, would be number 2.
So Nori and DJ EFN. Okay. Number 3.
Gillian Wallow.
Okay. I
I'll give
respect
them
that.
number 3.
Number 4.
Number 4. Number four. Okay, I'll give Angela Yee number 4.
Number 4, because she's light skinned and a woman that has a vagina, or what?
No, I just feel like she deserves to be in the top 5.
I never heard you say her name ever. in
No,
life.
I don't really like.
But
I
she's on
liked
the
her on the
same
Breakfast Club, but I don't really
Breakfast
follow her
I know
new
she is.
shit.
She is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, she might have not. They gave Charlamagne more camera time. or
100%.
whatever, more topics.
Because he
for
was
sure.
more controversial, and she was more. I'm gonna play into the stereotype of
reserved.
women who-
She was very reserved. with her
Yeah, I'm gonna
comments.
play
Yeah.
in this stereotype of like gossip and shit.
So people-
Number 5. Who's number 5?
Okay, number 5. You know what? I think Sway deserves to be number 5.
He does, motherfucker. The fact that you think it, like, no, he is.
He's got like.
Sway should be number 3.
He's a vet in the game. Like he's been doing it before.
Everywhere. Sway puts on new niggas. He does every year. He does a showcase for new artists that rap and make music. New artists that make comedy. Myself. New artists that make poetry. Every fucking year he does that. And then he brings on everybody. He interviews everybody. And he's fair to everybody.
Right.
The fact that he's like 20 on this list is so disrespectful.
Slap in the face.
Complex has no fucking respect for him, bro.
Right.
That's mad
Gotta
disrespectful.
show respect.
Mad disrespectful,
Right.
dog. Like,
He deserves number 5.
are you kidding me? So thank you for putting him number 5 on your list.
You're welcome.
God damn.
Goddamn.
Tommy, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. How you feeling, Wole?
I'm feeling amazing. I'm so
Blessed
glad
and
that
highly
we had
favored.
you here, girl.
Thank
like,
you.
Yes, sir.
You
Yes,
look
sir.
good. You got the Prince colors on.
Sure I do.
Purple
And
rain.
The lavender.
That's my
lavender.
favorite color too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she got the Macy Gray fro. You know what I'm saying?
The Tommy Gray,
She got
bro.
the Macy
That's
Gray.
a Tommy fro. She's been rocking that
Whoa,
fro for
my
a minute.
bad. I apologize.
Okay.
You got the Macy Gray. You got the Macy Gray Tommy.
She bringing the fro
Tommy
back.
Okay.
Like you just your energy has been so fucking appreciated, dog. Like,
Thank you.
I feel
You-
blessed. Thank you.
having you here is just a blessing to us. We take this shit very serious. I take this shit very
I can
serious.
see that.
We all take this shit very serious, but to have somebody like yourself who like took a gamble on yourself, moved out of Rhode Island, went to the West Coast, bet on yourself, and you're successful in what you're doing. Like, we've only had a couple guests on this podcast that are like doing amazing shit on like a industry scale, and it's you and my brother Nice, who right now is in Chicago DJing for Sean Kingston.
Oh, wow.
It's like you guys bring a different energy and you motivate us in a way that's it's irreparable. There's no way we can pay you back for it. You know what I'm saying? Because we know what we gotta do, and we know what our threshold is.
Right.
Like, there is no ceiling. We can go wherever the fuck we want to go.
It's only
And so,
up. Right.
Yeah. And so I appreciate you,
I thank you.
and I'm glad that you and your big sis
Yeah.
get along
Right.
without any of the drama.
Right.
course.
Well, I thank you for sure, and most of all, I thank my sister for even bringing me up. You know,
And
course.
when
getting
you
me out.
get your shit together, when you get your show together, bring us on.
You already
Right.
know. I can't
All
forget.
of us. All
I can't
four
forget
of
where
us.
I
We
started.
need a trip to Cali too.
I'll give you a reason. Stop playing.
You are the reason, all right?
Let us know. Once your shit is done, let us know, and we'll coordinate, nigga.
Okay.
We'll coordinate.
I'm gonna need you to still make that sale for me.
Oh, I'm still. First
He
of all,
thought I forgot.
Let me hold that 20.
Thought
Let me hold
that
you're gonna have my money on Wednesday, Thursday at the latest.
I'm gonna make
Let
it
me
sale
get
too,
big
Tommy.
I got you. I got you.
Although
the check clear small.
I can't afford that
Tommy, please
$300
never
hoodie.
change. I love
I
that shit.
fucking love it.
God.
I love it. You're gonna have my money. I'm dead serious, yo. Like, I have to support you.
Don't
I have to.
forget.
Yeah, no. for
My
real.
goal, my rule of thumb is I'm gonna support anybody who's from Rhode Island at least once. I'll buy one hoodie, one jacket, one hat, whatever. You'll come on the pod, whatever. Like, because this is our platform.
Right.
We'll do whatever one time. That's my rule. And
One time.
as long as you have integrity, and I see that you're putting on for the next generation, I'll
sure
continue
is.
to support. And you got that. That's light.
Thank you for
That's
sure.
light. I'm gonna buy whatever the fuck you got going on with.
Right.
What is it?
Controversy by Rev.
Controversy by Rev. And if she know, and she probably don't own nothing, but
I can't afford her.
You can now. I got a Shopify store that is ready to wear.
There you go.
Okay.
And still sustainable.
That's what I'm
And
talking
you got
about.
my size.
everything from triple X.
She got your
S.
size. Turn your titties up.
Okay, triple XS
You know what? Leave my
to
titties alone.
7XL.
I'm not trying to bother your titties. You got them.
They're out
They
here
doing
to
something
play
else over
tonight.
here.
You took
We
your
on-
jacket off.
We on live, right?
Yeah. That's what she be doing. She be wilding.
How did we got from her telling the website to not talking about Cassie
Titties.
titties?
I don't know.
Some titties. You see, because it's Wole.
He got sidetracked.
Right. Yeah.
I'm the bad guy.
Titties
I'm so
is
sorry.
But honestly, I want to let people know,
Let them know.
like I'm just a person. I'm just here, a human being, just like anyone else.
A beautiful soul.
And exactly, beautiful soul out here, just believing in myself and not getting in my own way,
Word.
not self-sabotaging, and allowing myself, if I am, allowing myself the grace and give myself the benefit of the doubt, but knowing that I'm human at the end of the day, and
Word.
I make mistakes, but I have to pursue and follow through with what it is that I'm here to do.
Right.
Well said.
Right.
And with
Sis?
That was,
Okay,
that was a haiku, bitch.
Yeah, it
Yo.
That was a haiku. And with that said, God damn it, we out of here. Episode 304 of the Pregame Podcast, featuring our special guest, Tomi. She is incredible. I need all y'all niggas to follow her. Tomi Bruh on Instagram.
2H.
2 H's. 2 H's. Follow her. She grew up in Pride, but she on the West Coast now. And she's
Outside.
just as influential there than she would be here, goddammit.
Yes, she is.
Cheeks, motherfucking problematic.
I am not problematic.
Let the record
No.
show.
I am
Cassie's
not.
We love y'all,
problematic.
man. We love y'all.
We love
You know
y'all.
what I mean? J Poppy, Wole, Cassie, JaTia, Cheeks. We here. We love y'all. Until next week for episode 305. We'll holla at y'all. Peace. Goddammit.
Peace. Oh.
What's going on, my people? This is Wole from the Pregame Podcast. We appreciate your support. Thank you for listening to this episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to us on Spotify, SoundCloud, Anchor, and wherever you listen to podcasts. We love y'all. And until next time, peace.